All right, hey everyone. We're calling it D&D with PST, a podcast which is doing Dungeons & Dragons as a promotional event for Princeton Summer Theater. In a minute I'll introduce our players, but so you all know, this one-shot is inspired by Princeton Summer Theater's production of Ken Ludwig's The Games Afoot, which will be performing through July 19th, 2025 at Theater on Team's Hamilton Murray Theater on Princeton University's campus. Get your tickets at princetonsummertheater.org/tickets, and you'll see what served as the inspiration for this fun little one-shot you're about to hear. And with that, my name is Andrew Duke. I am running this one-shot, working for Princeton Summer Theater, and let me go ahead and introduce the rest of our players.
Hi, my name is Lana Gage. I'm a part of PST's company of actors this summer for this season, and I play William Gillette in The Games Afoot. My pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Mel Horniak. My pronouns are they, them. I am a Princeton Summer Theater audience member and fan, and outside of that, I'm a musical theater writer, and my pronouns are they, them.
Hello, my name is Elliot Valentine. I am also a musical theater writer and Princeton Summer Theater groupie for this summer too, and my pronouns are he, him.
Hi guys, my name's Orion. I'm the executive director for Princeton Summer Theater this summer, and I'm also playing Simon in The Games Afoot. My pronouns are he, him.
Hi everyone, I'm Lucy Shea. I am the children's program director for Princeton Summer Theater and occasional actor this season, and my pronouns are she, they.
And coming back to me, my pronouns are he, him. So, in honor of The Games Afoot, a nominal murder mystery, we'll jump right into our mystery. So, you all are in the port city of La Pranza, a port city, a major center of commerce for the larger nation of Gorgonia on the continent of the Creathlund, but all that is unimportant because today in the city, the spiritual advisor of the Duke of La Pranza, Prior Baval, is dead.
Damn.
Last night was the party for Invasion Day, the 20th anniversary.
We didn't come up with Patriotism Day.
The 20th anniversary of a major battle in which the forces of La Pranza fought off mysterious invaders who vanished after the battle. But the current Duke showed his heroism in that battle, and that is why he was elected to the position of Duke by the ruling council of the Novum. So now, 20 years later, there's been a celebration. But unfortunately, it's all gone ass up. Because this morning, after everyone has woken up and started to shake off all the drunken revels from the night before, the Duke was found knocked out in his private garden, and nearby, a small pile of ash.
Wow.
There is an investigation just beginning into these strange events, and all of you, despite not being official investigators with the city guard, have somehow managed to finagle yourselves into also having access to investigate this crime. Now, who are you and how did that all happen?
Do you want us to describe our characters, or just describe, their classes, or...
I mean, you can tell me... Imagine your character is a character in a play, and they've just walked on stage. What do we got? What do we know? What do we know from them walking on stage and maybe reading in the program, who they are?
And we all, sorry for all the questions, we all stayed overnight at the palace last night, or are we all in our individual homes within the city of Venice? Fantasy Venice.
La Pranza.
La Pranza.
Venice is copyrighted.
Yeah. We're not allowed to use Venice.
La Pranza.
They'll sue. For any of you who may be working for the Duke, would likely have been staying at the palace. The rest of you likely weren't staying at the palace. You are likely in your homes. But the word has spread quickly, and most of the city has kind of made their way towards the palace of what's going on? This is crazy.
I guess I can go.
Sure.
Great, okay. So my character's name is Arietta Aquile. She is a paladin tiefling, and is kind of, I imagine her as kind of like slipping between worlds of like revelry and of devotion with the church. So she is a knight, so I think currently perhaps at prayer, which gets disturbed with all this ruckus, but I think was probably at the celebration last night in some capacity, like on the edges somewhere.
Sure.
I think my character, Fausto, the brightest orange tabaxi you've ever seen in your life, is currently on a rooftop looking down amongst the crowd that's probably gathered around the palace right now in panic, just observing and taking notes on what's going on.
My name is Rascuro Marinetti, and I am the palace necromancy wizard.
Oh. The palace wizard, you say?
Yeah. I am exceptionally excited to see a small pile of ash. Maybe a medium one would be better, but we take what we can get. So I am excited.
What did he mean by that?
Nothing. I'm excited to take a closer look at this ash. And I think he's
Me when I eat ash.
he's like an elf, I guess.
He's like an elf, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's a wood elf, so he looks very like, he's like, got dark hair, he's tan, got freckles, looks very like a guy who would be frolicking around in a forest, but is trying really hard to be goth.
That's awesome. That's really great.
Poor guy. I'm playing Elias Ciufelli, who is a Aarakocra artificer, probably a small round owl. So if you imagine a short Aarakocra, that's about what I think. And I think that they're rushing towards the palace right now with a lot of little scrolls and books tucked under their wings. And, like, they have a huge crow, like a mechanical crow, that follows them around. So that thing is carrying most of the books and scrolls, but they've got a couple of really important ones, and they're sweating. Like, they're very anxious about this.
So somewhere around the courtyard, sort of making his way through groups of investigators by flashing a Zangara, like, signet ring with, I've decided, an albatross on it, is Vittorio Zangara, who is a lanky, reedy human man in his late 20s, who's just completely bullshitting his way of, yes, my father has sent me here on an important errand. I need to report back to the council about so-and-so, but looking rather haggard in expensive clothing that's been sort of crumpled and ruined, and it's clear that he has not changed since the celebration.
All right. So all of you have sort of begun to converge on the Duke's palace. And as you all are standing outside, the guards have not been letting people in. Currently they've had it very much closed off. But after a short while, you see the front door opens, and out steps a sort of short, a little bit dirty looking dwarven man who you recognize, well, not personally recognize, but you recognize from his clothes that he is a member of the city guard. He is specifically an investigator type of individual. And he steps out, and you see stepping out behind him is the Duke, still wearing some sort of fine clothing that some of you who may have seen him last night, you would recognize that he was wearing last night. He steps out, he looks somewhat distraught. And he steps out and he raises his voice to the gathered large audience and says, people of La Pranza, I deeply appreciate your concern, but, I and the seat of the Duchy of La Pranza would also appreciate if all of you would please return to your homes. We have, Investigator Thomas, and the dwarf, taps the Duke on the shoulder. Duke bends down, dwarf whispers something in, the Duke's ear, and the Duke straightens up and says, we have Investigator Timmis, here, to find, whatever happened last night, it should be straightened out. All of you, please, if you could return home. And the Duke begins to turn around to go back inside, and then this dwarf, taps him on the shoulder again. Duke bends down, dwarf whispers something in his ear. The Duke stands up and says, apparently the city guard is short-staffed as a result of cleaning up for the party last night, and, Inspector Timmis would like some help. The Duke, you can see, turns to the inspector, and you can't quite hear what he's saying anymore. They're sort of talking individually, but you can see from the Duke's body language that he's going what do you want? What do you want me to do? What? I don't understand. And this dwarf, Timmis, he walks, forward. And can you each tell me exactly where you are amongst this crowd? Some of you have mentioned it, but just to recap.
Probably closer to the palace people's side, so pretty close near the front.
Sure.
I think Elias near the back because they have their homunculus. I think it's been hard to penetrate the crowd.
Sure.
And also they're very small.
Front to middle, sort of pushing through some investigators.
I imagine sneaking along the edge, kind of trying to creep up to the front.
I think that when the investigator mentioned that they're looking for people, they would run up on top of their crow so they can be seen on top from the front of the crowd.
Oh, I'm on the roof.
Yeah, Fausto is on the roof.
So
Alright, so the investigator, Timmis, is going to sort of walk out, kind of scan the audience as a whole.
Ariana is going to cough loudly.
You're tone of voice.
Many people raise their hands, you see, but eventually Timmis is going to... So, sorry, what specifically are you doing, Ariana?
I'm going to kind of, stumble forward, coughing, and then straighten up really.
He's going to...
Sickly one.
Turn to you and say, you?
Yes?
Yeah, come over here.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, come on. You're on the team.
Not from Italy.
She is thrilled. This is the chance she's been looking for.
And then he's going to look around a little more, and then he's going to point towards Vittoria and say, you seem sure, come on, yes, very good.
Yes, it's very important I be here, yes.
Alright, you on the crow, alright?
Yes!
And then...
Can I duck as far as possible down, because I think he's pointing at people to help clean, and I really don't want to do that.
You start to duck, but just before you can, you see he points right up onto the roof towards you, and he says, you, come on down here. Come on, it'll be fun, it'll be good.
You're right above me, I'm like...
And then, Elliot, remind me of your character's name again?
Riscuro.
Yeah. He's going to point you, he's going to point at you and the person next to you, he's going to go,
Well, they need someone who knows the palace.
I'll think of a number from 1 to 10. Each of you guess.
6.
And the other one says, 2.
No, it's 2.
And he goes, 7. Alright. Come on. Alright. You're all with me. The rest of you, piss off. And the Duke turns to the large gathered crowd and says, thank you all for your concerns. Please return to your homes. And Timmis is already going inside and beckoning for you guys to follow him.
Yay!
So you all make your way inside and you find yourselves in this huge, entrance hall to this beautiful palace. Some of you may have been here before. Some of you may have done some work here before. Some of you, it may be your first time being here. It's beautiful. It's all marble. You see a lot of beautiful, mundane decorations, but you also see several magical decorations. You see hanging from the ceiling there is a chandelier, except that the chain seems to be also made out of, like, flames. There is, like, individual links made of flame holding up a chandelier, which itself holds candles. And, Inspector Timmis says, "Alright, Russian stuff around here. First thing to do, as I always learned, is you make your way to the scene of the crime. So we've got to figure out where that is. One would assume..."
Wait, we're not cleaning.
No, what? Well, we're cleaning up crime.
I imagine we might get rid of the ash.
No, that's
No.
important.
You didn't hear what we were asked to do?
I was on the roof. I couldn't hear. There was a murder. What? A murder. Am I supposed to know who was murdered?
Ha!
That's a good question. Who was murdered? We have reason to believe that it's the guy who's missing. But you can never make assumptions in this line of duty.
Exactly. What if he's just hungover from last night?
And
Weird.
what is the ash? There's ash.
I don't know. Maybe they
We're
were...
gonna go to find that pile of ash. And we're gonna see all about that. And so he starts scurrying towards, he's going remarkably fast, so you guys follow him, kind of a few hallways.
One last look at the chandelier. How gauche.
You guys go down a few hallways, you go past, like a large ballroom, you go past like another slightly larger ballroom, you go past like a slightly smaller ballroom.
Oh my god.
You weave through different hallways, and eventually you find your way to a private wing devoted just to the Duke and close personal friends. And Timmy says, "Already good. Access to here," and he pulls out a skeleton key out of his pocket and he says, "Investigatorial privileges. That's what you do the work for. That and the pay." And
Wait, you're getting paid?
well, yeah.
Are we getting
It's my
paid?
job. No, it's not your job.
What?
No, you volunteered.
You're not taking us on as sort of consultants in this?
He opens the door, he goes through, and he's still going,
No persuasion check.
Sort of like a research assistant, you would say.
That's person.
As you follow him, he takes you through, you move past what appears to be a sumptuous bedroom, and then at the end of a hall, there is a set of doors which lead to a sort of secluded interior private garden. It's open to the air. You look up and you see it's now open to the air. There is like a glass top to this area, which had been there, which was like, it seems like a skylight you could open or close, which now has just a large circular hole in it. Pretty clean. It looks like it could have been cut, potentially. Unclear. And directly
Ocean's 11.
underneath
Ocean
that
Lost
hole.
Holes. Whatever.
That's true. Directly underneath that hole, you look, your eyes follow it, and right on the ground, pile of ash.
Wow.
How large would you say the hole is?
Let me check my notes to see exactly.
That's pretty conspicuous.
This, you know what? We can all go home. This is clearly lightning. I think he just got smited.
Never see a lightning strike that cleanly through a building.
No,
That
why
doesn't
do the
happen.
Sibylis keep you on the payroll? My goodness.
I think that would be a little ridiculous because gods don't exist.
Well, that's certainly an opinion you can have.
Can I do an Arcana check on the ash, or like try to?
In just a second. The hole looks to be about like 20 feet across. It's quite large. So it seems as though if it was like someone if someone cut like a hole, it seems as though they were cutting a hole that was not just for them to get through. It might have been them and a few other people, or it may have served some other purpose. Okay, an Arcana check, what are you wanting to examine?
Like, what kind of, maybe like, if this is magical, or if it was just a big fire or lightning, and maybe what's still of magic.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You can make an Arcana check, see what you can get from that.
Roll his ass. Roll
I
his
thought there was
ass.
a -5.
22.
22. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely see from the pattern of the burn, and you can actually also see some scorch marks in the surrounding grass. You can see this looks like it is, the sort of pattern is perfectly geometrical in a way that normal fire isn't. So this is definitely some kind of spell. And as you're sort of pondering on that, you see Inspector Timmis scuttles past you and goes, "That is the suspicious pile of ash right there. Now, Theory 1, this is the victim. Theory 2, what if it's the weapon?" And he bends down and he takes a pinch of the ash and he puts it in his mouth, tastes it.
That's some guy.
Theory 1 is correct.
No!
Oh.
It seems like he was smote not by lightning, but perhaps a spell of some fiery nature.
Is there anything else that looks out of place or suspicious in this room?
You see sort of nearby, there's sort of beautiful pillars around this garden, and you see there is a pillar, you'd say maybe 20 feet away from this pile of ash, where there is crack in the pillar, as if someone was thrown against it with some force.
Oh, a fresh crack? Or, I mean, it's hard to tell.
With like a marble pillar, I don't know if you might need to make some sort of a check, maybe an investigation check to guess.
How far up is the hole?
The hole is, you're gonna say maybe 25 feet up.
Is there any way that I can climb up there? I have a climb speed of 30, if that.
Yeah, as a tabaxi, you got those cat claws. Listeners, for anyone who is not familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, tabaxi are cat people. Yeah, you got those cat claws. You can definitely climb, I think, up one of the pillars, and then there's none that's directly under this hole, but then you could kind of jump and kind of scrabble your way to the edge of the hole. Yeah.
I would love to make a check from as close as I can get.
Sure.
Let me check.
If there's anything worth it up there, I can also Misty Step. I don't know if we need to.
Let me take a look. Do I want to use my second level spell slot for this? No, I'm not wasting it.
I did investigation check at 20.
I can try to acrobat up there if you ask me nicely.
I'm not asking nicely. Investigation check.
Investigation check 20
For the
for the pillars. I'll deal with that first. You can't tell the crack itself. Who's to say?
Yeah.
But looking closely, you see a little bit of dried blood on it, which does look like past 12 hours fresh.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm gonna roll that investigation check. Oh boy, that's an 8.
An 8.
Do you have any modifiers?
That's with the modifier.
You can't be entirely sure.
You don't say.
You can't be entirely sure, but it seems as though there's a hole in this glass.
Well, to me up here it looks like lightning.
I'd like to turn to the investigator and ask, now, what did the...
How'd you get up there?
What?
Did you acrobat up there?
Oh, I didn't think I was up there. I can be up there.
No, you're standing on the ground. He looks up at you and he goes, "How do you get up there?"
To my standing height? Jeans. Now,
everything's a
Inspector.
clue.
Inspector, what did the Duke say happened here?
The Duke doesn't remember.
Oh. Did you ask him sort of why?
Drunkenness?
Drunkenness? Was he
Was he
attacked?
hit? Well, I point to the cracked pillar. It looks like there was probably some kind of severe struggle here.
Yeah, is he hurt?
He hit his head.
Oh, well.
So,
Yeah.
You know, the
logically,
doctor.
he is hurt.
Perhaps
true.
perhaps some memory loss from
Yeah.
Thank you, Investor Thomas. Timus. I would like to attempt to acrobat up to the glass to see what's going on there.
That will probably be an acrobatics check.
You're not sure, but it could be an acrobatics check. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's a 9.
That's a 9.
That's a 9 because I rolled a natural 2.
Unfortunately, trying to climb your way up smooth marble and then jump to a glass ledge doesn't go very well.
Okay.
It could have gone worse, because you could have gotten to the top of the marble pillar and then failed.
Yeah.
You just sort of don't.
Can I make a performance check to try to land in a very naturally suave pose?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, stunning. That's a 19.
That's a 19. You land. What kind of pose are we saying?
I would just like it to be very suave and dashing.
Okay. You sort of land and suddenly you're like, oh, I'm like a wealthy aristocratic student, like splayed out on the grass having a picnic and talking about Proust.
I can fly. I could go up there and look if you really want to look. You can fly. You can fly 50 feet.
Go for it.
50?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can fly your way up there, no problem.
Can I fly up there?
Yeah, you fly up there. Not even a roll.
He does have cool, like, little wing braces, which I want to make Ken.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah. Can I investigate this hole?
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Awesome. That's a 9 on the hole.
That's a 9. Well, given what Fausto figured out before, you can confirm that there is a hole in this glass.
There's a hole! That's about it.
Can I do a history check on, like, enemies that these people might have had, or, like, people who are especially, like, not necessarily in the palace and would have to have made a hole to come in?
Absolutely.
Alright. What is that? An 8 plus a 7. That's 16?
16. So...
No, that's totally not math.
15?
Oh, 15.
Yes.
Yeah. So, talking about enemies of the Duke, that's a lot easier because, as a person in power, a lot of different people who wish that they were in power don't feel so great about him. He's fairly popular. He's got that, like, war hero riz of, like, any president who was a general before they were president is one of the more popular presidents. That kind of thing. He's been the Duke for a while now, and he has been, like, continually reelected in that time. But he's starting to get a bit older, and so there are definitely some amongst the aristocratic houses of the Novum who would, if they had their way, they might have someone else, even potentially themselves. In fact, funnily enough, Vittorio, your father, Petrucco Zangara, is one of the sort of leaders of a faction who question the Duke's rule. They kind of think it might be time for some fresher ideas. It may be time, rather than just like the city resting on its laurels, it might be time to revitalize it.
So we can put more money into those magical teleporting circles.
Perhaps. But in talking about Baval himself, the presumed victim, it's harder to say. He was not nearly as public of a figure as the Duke himself is. He has very much been part of the Duke's inner circle, but it doesn't seem as though he's very close to a lot of people. There are plenty of people who don't like him just because they're like, oh, we don't like, that this, like, individual has such sway with the Duke, especially someone who is, like, religiously affiliated in, like, people who are affiliated with other gods are not necessarily going to feel so strongly about that. There's also the fact that he is not a member of the sort of main Church of Manon, which is, like, the largest temple in the city, and so some of the like, there is a high priest on the Novum. Let me remind myself of his name. High priestess, rather. Invest Droom kind of has stated in the past that if the Duke is going to have a sort of spiritual advisor, it should maybe be her or someone who she's chosen.
And then Novum is also the family that doesn't like the Duke much.
The Novum is the like... It's it's the aristocratic council that, and Invest Droom is not part, well actually, technically she's part of an aristocratic family, but she is on the Novum because she is the high priestess of this major temple rather than directly as a, she's not one of the biggest aristocratic families.
But the Zangara Petrova is on that.
And
Yes.
there's no, homophobia. Right? Like anyone who... I don't know, people who would have reason to dislike them as a unit, or...
Oh, because they're super gay?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, allegedly. Can I roll a history check to see if I know how true it is that they're super gay?
Sure, go ahead.
Cool. That's a 21.
Whoa. Your gaydar is off the chart.
Oh, you know this.
And also... Okay, wait, yes, continue this first.
I mean, looking at the facts, the Duke has never been married. In the past, you've heard stories about him having, affairs with women, but he's never been married. He and Baval have always been very close since Baval came to work with the Duke, 12 years ago, something like that. And the Duke has always had Baval very close to him. It is hard to say with these things, but you think there is a good chance. There's a chance that they're just aging men who are close friends and have chosen to spend their lives together in a platonic sense.
Mm-hmm. The question still stands, is there homophobia?
The question of is there homophobia, given, this is something I said to some of you guys during character creation, given that La Pranza is an elective aristocracy, or the Duke is an elected position, there is less of a concern of, oh no, the Duke has to have a wife and have kids so that there can be an heir, because whoever replaces the Duke will be someone else who's elected. So there is less of that concern, which, in a historical materialism sense, is a thing that drives homophobia in the upper classes more. There is still, there are still some who think it's a shame that the Duke does not have a family, because they're well, even if his son, wouldn't literally succeed him, it would be it would be good to have someone who could, who would be a protege. The Duke also doesn't have any real protege sort of figure. I like to keep it light. So I don't think there's not virulent, hateful homophobia in the city. There may be some people who dislike Baval because they see him as preventing the Duke from settling down in some other sense, but there's not going to be people who are
Yeah. An unrelated question. Is the ash something that I can cast Gentle Repose on? Or can the ash become undead?
It certainly can't if you cast Gentle Repose on
Awesome.
Just covering all our bases here.
Yeah, I might be don't mind me, I'll just touch the ash a little. And
Why is he
Sorry, what?
Why
What are you
touching
doing?
the ash?
To do what with?
To effectively extend the time limit on erasing the target from the dead. And perhaps if one were to acquire a method of talking to whoever or whatever or whoever, since he tasted it, the ash may have been at one point, we could do that for a possible 10 days after now.
You have sort of an encyclopedic knowledge of this sort of spell.
It's almost like a look at the palace or something. But I might cast it.
Now there's an idea, talking to this pile of ash.
Inspector
If
Tintin.
only... What?
Inspector Tintin.
It's Timus.
Whatever. Who else has access to this place?
This place, this garden?
Yes,
or this...
you took out your little key.
Skeleton key.
Why
Well-
does this have to be a skeleton?
No, you don't understand. Skeleton keys, when you take a key and you have it specifically altered so that it can open any of the locks in a specific, usually a house, but sometimes it can be a different kind of building.
Oh, well, I thought it was just like a scarier key.
No.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm the only one who's been given the palace skeleton key, as I've been specifically assigned this investigation, and I was given it by the Duke.
Okay,
Well,
where
but
were...
I believe we know the point of entry. It's probably the giant hole.
Why can't that be the point of leave?
He got raptured? we thought that his religious consultancy worked. He went to heaven.
I think everyone's pretty happy here. He went to heaven. Case closed.
It's all good.
Why couldn't someone enter through the door and leave through the ceiling?
So you're saying it was somebody on the inside,
Ah.
metaphorically speaking.
If you're the only one who
got
had the
inside.
key, and someone turned this man into ash yesterday, where were you?
How do we know it's not you?
Oh,
Cast me a fire spell now, boy.
I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, it happens all the time in these Moya mysteries.
Slightly odd inspector who arrives in the middle of the night
It could
with
be
a
two
skeleton
fire
key.
spells, one up and one down.
You'll get that reference if you come see the Games Afoot.
Come see the Games Afoot at Princeton Summer Theater, performing at Theater on Team's Hamilton Murray Theater through July 19th.
So where were you?
Where were
Yesterday.
you last night?
Oh, I was at home with a good book. And you can check with the missus.
Whoa.
Where was the
She
key?
must have been.
The key, probably the Duke had it. He gave it to me this morning when I arrived to investigate.
Okay.
What do you...
So the Duke...
This wasn't... The city guard just doesn't just keep a key to the Duke's palace. That would be crazy.
Wait, sorry, did we figure out whether the hole looked like it was cut or like magically?
Was it like equally as geometric as the spell area looked?
I don't think anyone has specifically checked that.
Oh.
But
Can I ask something? Could I go check the doors to the... Is there a sign of this... Could I, investigate the doors to the garden? Is there a sign of a struggle or a lock being picked or something like that that, would indicate that that door has been tampered with? I can also make a roll for this if you would.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Certainly. Okay, that's a 13.
I mean, you don't see any evidence of the lock having been broken.
Mm-hmm.
If it was picked badly, you would probably be able to tell.
Okay.
If it was picked very well, you might not be able, and you know that there are also magical means of opening a lock without damaging it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to cast Divine Sense,
Ooh.
which is a 60-foot radius. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. And powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. So detecting such forces.
Anything
and also
stinky?
if there's, yeah.
Any
And also if there are
odors
any
of the
celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
That's Mr. Squirrel.
What?
You, looking around, you don't see any fiends or undead. You don't sense any evil. You get the sense, Inspector Timmis, very good guy. Very, just a good dude.
That's lovely. Okay.
Just a nice dude.
You're really stressing
You give him a sniff, and it's like, this guy gives to charity.
But which charity? There are bad charities.
Not one of the homophobic ones.
Awesome. Love this guy already.
And he goes,
I'm gonna
"Alright."
pull you aside and go, I'm really suspecting this inspector guy.
Oh, he's really good, guys.
How can you tell, sort of?
Sort of just a sense.
Did you, give him a sniff, or...?
I mean, he smells nice, but that's unrelated,
Okay.
to be honest.
Actually,
It's a perceptual.
using divine sense, you smell that goodness on him. In actuality, he smells a bit bad.
Oh.
So it's not like a fragrance used.
As the spell fades, I'm like,
Anyway,
you might want to go home and shower.
I've been up for hours. I've been here. I've been looking over things. That's why I needed help.
You should really rest. I think you should give me that.
I promise he's good.
You should give me that. You should go and give me that key so then I can explore.
Wait,
and I'm going to
what
use
do you want to
and
do?
I'm going to cast command on him.
Whoa!
The command's going to be give.
He starts smoking.
He's giving.
Yes,
giving
Inspector
key.
Timmons!
It's giving key.
So I assume he makes a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, let me achieve my spell save. A 14. No way.
Holy shit! Let's go! That's a nat 20 on the die for you listeners at home. He's so wise.
Wow.
Let's not have any funny business around here, alright? I said, I'll give you a warning, but if you try that again, I'm going to have to use...
I just told you he's really good.
I wanted to
I'm going to have to...
You could have asked him nicely.
I apologize, Inspector. I wasn't familiar with your game.
If you try that again, I might have to use my serious weapon.
And he pulls out a warhammer.
Oh my! Oh.
No, James.
Hello. Well, what do you think we should do, Inspector?
Well, I'm curious as to if anyone is interested in perhaps talking to the Duke. Would that be helpful?
I honestly would
Yes.
love to do
Do
that.
we
I'd
know
like
where
to
he might
introduce-
be?
Totally.
The Duke was outside.
Well,
Well, yes.
yes, we did see him with
Outside
our
the
eyes.
palace, like he's left the palace, or outside is just like...
Well, you remember who was outside? He was saying, "Oh, I'm sad, everyone." I'm sorry, that sounded
We
mean.
saw him, so he's right where we left
So
him.
he's still outside.
Unless
Oh, wow, how I know. He was there. I haven't seen him since you all seen him.
My God, can we go check?
Yes. Sure.
Let's go there.
Let's go
He
check.
scuttles off.
This might be a bit uncouth, but I'd also be interested in looking perhaps deeper into his mind if he is suffering some kind of amnesia and see if
Of the
there are
Dukes.
things that he might know that he doesn't think he knows.
I don't
but-
think that's uncouth. It's
Are
fine.
you, are you hypnotizing him?
No, I'm detecting perhaps his thoughts.
Yeah, tell me about what's your deal.
The spell is detect
Well,
thoughts.
I'm just a fun guy.
Mr. Mushroom.
What is everyone's deal? What is your deal?
Well, so I was just curious about how you would sort of
Oh, wow.
probe his mind for something.
Well,
that
with
he
my
wouldn't know.
wizard powers that I
Your
studied.
wizard powers,
yes.
yes,
Oh, classic, the wizard powers.
Ah, the
Yeah,
wizard.
yeah.
That'll
comes,
do it. The
It comes
wizard
from
power.
books and reading. Stay in school.
I do
Great.
have a slight request. Can
Yes.
you perhaps detect a magic somewhere?
I actually cannot.
Nor can I.
Maybe I might prepare that for
I wish you
tomorrow.
had told me you took command, because I could have taken detect magic.
I could
Yeah.
have also taken detect
Oh
magic.
my God, we all stacked up.
Not a detect magic between the
My
three
God.
of them.
No one can detect anything
Wow.
in here.
Wait, before we leave, should we
I can
leave
sense
the
divinity.
ash here?
Oh, that's
Oh,
true. I mean, the app is now warded, but we could...
but
Just
someone
gonna-
might sort of
Yeah.
steal it
Is
or
it-
something.
Are there
Just
magical
take a little
ziplocs?
I could make a bag of holding
Awesome.
Just
Yeah.
for him?
using my
Very good.
artificer powers.
But my sort of question about that is, do you just like reach in and hope that you grab most of it? Or like what sort
Is
of
there
Because
room?
my understanding of a bag of holding is that it can hold so many things.
yes.
Okay.
And it always, like, produces the thing that you're looking
That you're
for
looking
when you
for.
reach into it.
Oh,
So
that's
I assume you would just be like, I want all of him.
Oh, alright. Go ahead then.
Awesome.
This sounds normal to me.
This sounds fun to me.
Put him in the bag.
I don't think we should maybe disrupt the crime scene.
Oh,
yeah. What are
do
your
you
thoughts
think
on
he's
this?
going to care if we disrupt
The
crime
inspector,
scene?
you guys said, "Oh, should we go talk to the Duke?
Oh, yeah.
Should we go back out there?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he's already left.
Oh, awesome.
He's scuttled
I
away.
think maybe we should follow the inspector.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
but I would like to perhaps prevent someone from
I
tampering with
also think I have a backpack, which just toss
We're
it.
just gonna
I
toss
have a
the
police
ashes
pack,
in
so-
the
I
bag.
can put it in my bag of holding. Sure. I'll
Alright.
do it.
Okay.
There.
No. We should go outside and talk to the Duke.
Let's go.
All right. You guys make your way out of the store. You make your way down. You start walking down this hallway, and
Wait.
you.
I have a spell called Alarm. We could alarm the area instead of
How
stealing
long does
his
alarm take to
ashes.
cast?
1 minute?
Do you guys want to take that
Well,
time?
what happens if we alarm it and then, oh no, someone's there and we're 10 minutes away?
Well, couldn't you Misty Step or something into the general direction?
We were
Or
10
is
minutes
the-
away, it's a little far. to
If
us.
it's 10 minutes away.
I think let's just, I don't know.
Scoop him
Let's
and
just
go.
scoop him.
Let's
yeah.
take him.
Alright, we're scooping
I
him.
scooped him. Never mind.
We're all good.
Okay.
All right.
Good idea.
You step outside, and you begin walking down this hallway, and you see, going down, you're still in the private wing of the, Duke's palace, and you are walking along, and you're going to make your way back down all the way to the entrance where you came in, but you actually see, before you get there, you see that the door to the, big bedroom that you walked past on the way here, the door had been sort of left open. It is now closed, and you see there is a, hooded figure, fiddling with the lock.
Whoa.
Stop.
Excuse me.
Can I cast
Who are you?
Can I cast hold person?
Yeah.
Yes, you can!
Hold that person.
I don't even know what I need to do for hold person again. Am I rolling anything? I roll, right? Or they roll?
For hold
I'm
person,
looking it up now.
You cherish them.
yes. I believe they make a dexterity save?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Ah.
How wise is this hooded figure?
How wise is this hooded figure? You're going to cast hold person. What is your spell save DC?
14.
You cast hold person, and you see it does not seem to take any effect.
Alright, someone throw something.
This person,
Oh.
they turn from this door. You can't really see, you can't make out any of their features. They're wearing a very dark hood, but you see, they look at you, and I'll let you guys do one more thing.
Can I detect his thoughts or their thoughts?
Wait, I could command him to freeze.
Oh, that might be better.
Yeah, command him to
Freeze.
That is also a wisdom save?
I believe so. Whatever you just did, so.
Let me pull it up.
There's a
Wisdom saving throw.
3 natural roll.
Nice.
Oh. He's freezing.
It does not seem to take any effect.
That's bad.
He's not real!
It's some kind of,
He can't be
Kind of
real.
illusion.
This person reaches out their hand, and you see a pillar of flame descends down from the air above you and to you guys. Can everyone make a dexterity save?
oh my god.
Hooded figure the wise over here.
I'd love to not. Okay, 21.
8!
5!
Dude, we're getting
First
burned.
ever roll, a 5.
Wait, dexterity.
Oh.
Dex save. Okay.
Devastating.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that's a 22.
Okay, I have a lot of hit points.
Total of 10 for me.
So, sorry, each of you rolled at least a 20, and then you two rolled a 5 and a 10?
Yep.
Well,
It's our
That makes this easier.
experience playing
We're literally
D&D.
Well, it also
That-
perhaps makes sense as you two were the people who were doing something and
Yeah, maybe you were
step
So-
forward to do it. Yeah.
those of you who failed, which is Fausto and Arietta, you guys will each take 10 fire damage and 13 radiant damage.
Whoa.
Okay, well, I'm resistant to fire damage.
Jeez.
So,
Have
nice.
that. Yeah.
So,
Who else got 6
5
current hit
and
points?
13. So, I'm at,
And then the 3 of you who succeeded on your saves are each going to take 5 fire damage and 6 radiant damage.
That sucks. Okay.
you said 13 radiant damage, 10 fire.
Yes.
Are we in initiative or?
Oh, you said 13 radiant.
So
10
11
fire.
total?
Yep.
Yeah, 11 total.
11 total for you guys, 23 total for you guys.
Oh, I'm down.
Bye-bye.
You're knocked out?
I'm down.
Oh.
Woof.
Fainted.
That's brutal. But you guys see, they
I can heal you.
wave their hand, this pillar of flame strikes down on you guys, and then they disappear. They as if they were made of mist, they disperse.
I would,
Someone should heal the cat.
yeah, I can do, lay on hands.
Do you think this is an illusion or an invisibility that one could see?
Well, it felt like pretty real fire to me. I feel a little singed. But
Do you think the person was real?
I think the person was fake
D10
because none of our spells were
plus-
on it.
no, that seems like a wizard who's really powerful and perhaps very wise.
3?
What?
Sorry. With a 3? They don't say that with their real voice.
Yeah.
It seems.
3 what?
Attractiveness.
Okay, well, you're right. I mean, supposedly someone could be on the roof casting that spell, but they do have to be in range to sort of cast like a flame.
Yeah, that's
Unless
true.
it's like a...
I think we should get in that room. Why'd they want to get in there so bad?
What a great question. But now I sort of have an
I heal you
idea
for 12
about what
points.
happened in there.
I heal you for 12 points.
12 points? Oh, wonderful.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts, but like the Sense Thoughts version, where I can sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of myself that belong to creatures that know languages?
No
Sure.
thoughts from the rest of us.
Just,
Empty
and then like
heads.
maybe walk closest to the room and also where the guy was to
Sure.
see. If
I'm
Absolutely.
at 7, so I'm not doing great myself.
Well, I'm
So-
thinking out.
awesome.
So you sense each other's thoughts, although Fausto, while you're knocked out, you're not sensing Fausto's
Okay.
thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm up now.
Now you are sensing Fausto's thoughts. Inside the room, you are sensing one person's thoughts currently at the
Okay.
moment you've cast this spell.
Besides ours.
Yeah, I can't read the thoughts, I guess. Okay, sweet. There is a person in there, I say, who's
Fascinating.
thinking something.
God. Okay. Should we go in there?
Yes. I wager we should. I also might cast a first level false life on myself. So.
I would love to investigate the door to see what that hooded figure was doing to the door.
Investigating the door, it appears to be locked.
Oh.
So it seems as though they may have been trying to unlock the
someone-
door.
But if they're that powerful, then certainly they could... Okay. Whatever.
Who knows?
Do you need a healing word?
Can I pick the
I
lock?
think friendly arcade
You
for now.
can.
That could
Go
be bad for
ahead
me.
and as you're sort of examining this lock, can you make me a dex save?
Oh, cool. Oh, rad.
That's always a great sign.
That's always a great sign. That's a 10?
It is a 10.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, you're lucky that certain things don't work certain ways. Because
It's so ominous!
as you're standing there, kind of what's going on here? This is like an old-fashioned lock. Like you put in like a straight up
A rake pick.
Wait,
or
guys,
something.
the
Yeah,
inspector
thingy.
has a skeleton key.
Yes, but I don't know if he's dead now or whatever. Maybe he ran into this gentleman.
And
I
he
want to get
didn't-
in there and find that
We
person
should have gone to
now.
find him!
And he didn't give me the key, so.
That's true.
You see like a small blade through the lock, and it grazes you somewhat.
Okay.
You're gonna take I think 5 slashing damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Can I go, hello?
And you hear from inside, you hear the Duke's voice going, "Shoo!
Oh,
What?
Steven.
Leave!"
Duke.
Hey, we wanted to ask you some questions about what happened. We're investigating the crime.
What?
We're
Are you
we're the people the inspector hired.
Oh.
Inspector
hired.
Timid
We're volunteers.
hired us.
Oh.
Ow. Ow.
Timus.
Ow.
Got it.
All right. Let me just. You hear the lock being unlocked, and the door creaks open, and you see the Duke. He's now wearing a dressing gown, which seems very disheveled, and he peeks open. He sees you all, and he says, I suppose you better come in. I went after the crowd finally dispersed. I came inside to take a nap.
We're sorry for disturbing
After
you.
everything, well,
Sorry.
don't worry. You didn't. It was. There was. You see, he steps aside, and you see lying on the ground of this bedroom. You see the inspector seems to be unconscious.
No.
And he says there was like a hooded person. I don't know how they got into the room, but they came
So you
in.
saw them.
Yeah, they were wearing this dark hood. Something wrapped around them.
They burned us.
Oh goodness.
Can I insight this?
They hit this man over the head.
Wait,
This
I
like small
Wait.
would also like to insight this.
Also, is the inspector
I fully believe him.
unconscious or like?
You
how
can
is his
tell.
hit
You would have
points?
to check.
Okay, cool.
Oh, can I
Yeah,
go check while they're
can
being
we do an
suspicious?
insight check on this?
Sure.
This is not my strength,
That's
so
a
perhaps I'll roll better.
If someone could heal him.
I can make a medicine check.
If someone could also heal me with my bountiful 5 hit points.
I'm gonna make a medicine
only have
check
10
on the...
total?
No, I got hit with some fire. It wasn't like
gotcha.
yeah.
That's
Bro,
a
aren't you
6.
a cleric?
I got a 12.
If I didn't roll 2s all the time.
You roll a 6 on your medicine check to check on the
Okay,
investigator.
that's an 18 for insight on the Duke.
Well, with sorry, one sec.
Okay.
With a 6 medicine check, you can tell that the investigator is not awake.
Guys, I think he's really hurt.
My God, how could you tell?
And then what specifically did you get?
An 18 on an insight check.
On an insight check, he seems very distressed.
Mm-hmm.
On an 18, I'm going to make a roll. I'm not going to tell you whether this is a placebo roll or an actual, deception roll, or if it is some other kind of roll. Cool.
Does anyone have any way to heal the inspector?
You can tell that
If he's a
There-
corpse, I can protect his body.
you can tell that what the Duke is saying isn't 100% true.
Uh-huh.
You don't know to what degree it's not true.
Okay.
I say, my liege, just as an added protection that we already discussed with the inspector, I'm going to have to detect your thoughts a little. I'm sorry if this might hurt. And I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, and that is a wisdom save.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to read his thoughts, which is just learning what is on his mind right now, and then on my next turn, he makes another wisdom saving throw, and if he loses, I can probe deeper.
So you can just automatically sense his surface thoughts?
If he has to do a first wisdom save, I think.
Okay. Can he choose to fail, or does he have to roll?
Oh, I think he can choose to fail.
Okay. So he allows you to read his surface thoughts, and his surface thoughts are, "Oh, I can't believe I hit him. There was the man, and I thought
That's
I was
very understandable.
I didn't. Oh goodness.
Duke, may I ask if there is any kind of royal healing that could be available?
Oh.
I mean, it's totally there was a very menacing hooded figure outside, and mistaking him for the person who was trying to...
Well,
break
there was another hooded figure in here.
Oh no,
There were
that's
two.
pretty much worse, yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was saying, was there was another one in here, and in the ruckus and the commotion and the fright and everything, I accidentally hit the inspector over the head.
With what?
He reaches under his bed, and you see there is a sort of jeweled, it looks like it's for ceremonial purposes, but there's a rod. He's I grabbed
him with the rod?
I grabbed the first thing I could think of to defend myself.
Well,
with.
Your Highness, if
I'm
you can heal him,
very
I'm sure he's
sorry.
fine.
That's so
I'm
jovial.
all right.
Yes.
We can. Let me.
Wait, what happened to the one who was in the room?
Yes. Also,
Well-
oh yeah, the hooded figure.
In all the commotion, he sort of vanished. It was like he was a cloud, and then he blew away. I don't know why he stopped what he was doing.
We tried to cast spells on him, and it wouldn't work.
Well, I feel like perhaps the one in the room could have a mirror image that was outside the room, and then could have become a gaseous form and disappeared, or
Very possible.
something.
I
But
don't know.
if I recall, the inspector said you couldn't recall what happened to prior, because of some amnesia and the head injury, or?
Yes, I did. I hit my head, and also, well, I hope this doesn't get out to the public, but I did drink quite a lot last night, and I don't
Didn't
think that.
we all?
I don't
That's a
think.
very
Yes,
fair,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yes,
I was
as
on
a
the
celebration
job, I was
of
still drinking. It's okay.
a celebration
Not
of
that I
a
should admit
great
that to you.
day in our city's history. But I'm, yes. Sorry.
Could I try to probe your thoughts perhaps a little deeper to see if you subconsciously remember any images from last night or any occurrences?
Perhaps not. I think
Fair.
I think there are. I appreciate your desire to help, but there are certain state related reasons why I am not
That is fair.
I am not inclined
Do it
to
anyway.
allow
That makes
people I
sense.
don't know very well to read
Okay.
Very
my
understandable.
inner
Yeah. I feel like
thoughts.
that's
But I
fair. I don't want to get super fired.
You were discussing national secrets during your bender yesterday?
I mean, or yeah.
no, I just
Rather
I
uncouth of you.
one can't extend an unqualified hand of trust, and I once a door is opened, it is difficult to close.
Well, it's now or never. Your life is at risk. Can I cast Charm Person on him?
Oh my god.
You can
Spell slots do you
try.
have?
Not many.
Mister, can anyone heal me?
Oh no, Orion. That's a step.
That's a set. Wait.
No, he rolls a save. You don't roll to do Charm Person.
Oh, wonderful. I'm getting them all out now. I'm gonna get my battle.
What's your save DC?
Bro, I'm cooked.
It's that's a
4!
4.
I have a chance. My spell save DC is a 14.
What are you charming him to do?
Let him...
Oh wait, no. Charm Person is just
He
just
regards you as a friend.
is just a
Perhaps the friend.
okay.
person
He
who just
regards you as
talks
a friend.
Oh my god.
Yes, yes.
Look,
You get real
look,
growy with that.
My good. What your
Don't worry about that. Not important. I'm a cat. But anyways, this is my good friend here, and he just wants to help you. He took the Hippocratic Oath.
Oh yes.
So
He
he
works
can't...
for the palace.
Yes.
As do I.
He's
I
very
mean,
trustworthy.
Any secrets would stay within these walls.
This is my
I
cousin.
feel like I'm
Yes.
witnessing a drift.
Literally, or Shakespeare.
I'm a cat boy on my father's side. So.
you're a good friend, and
We just want to make sure you're okay.
I must consider your words deeply. Perhaps we should deal with the matter at hand with our inspector friend, but then once, when things are more calm, I think that could be a wonderful idea.
But my best friend, there's no time.
Yes.
Well,
This man can come back at any
minutes
moment.
of time.
I don't know about best friend. I think good friend.
Oh, I didn't know
I
you
think
weren't
good
like
friend.
that.
Well, you know, I'm a man of the world. My best friend was just killed. That's sort of why you're
Which
here.
means
makes
promotion.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. The bird did.
You hear, he's thinking, and you hear on the ground the inspector going, what was that? Oh, goodness. And
Sounds like he just made his death save.
Sounds like you'll be alright. Let's keep grilling this guy, fella.
What? Are you okay?
did you all die too?
Yeah, I did. It burned.
The huge ass pillar of fire did not help.
Oh, yeah, right. Anyways, look, Inspector, we're trying to do some interrogation work, and you see, the Duke's afraid we're, for valid reasons, that we're out for nefarious purposes, but I need you to assure him that we're all trustworthy here, and we're all working towards the same goal. Isn't that right, Inspector Ludwig?
Well, I don't think that's quite right. But my head hurts quite a bit, so I can't be sure. Now, here's what I have to say. I've noticed something a bit strange. And he reaches into his pocket. And he pulls out a small, you gotta kind of lean in to see it. And it looks to be a small piece of wire, but charred. Like a small charred piece of wire. He goes,
Oh, perhaps like a spell component of some
Yeah.
sort.
this was lying in the pile of ash. I caught it, I found it once. Yeah. It looks like someone dropped it into the pile of ash.
Wait, so you took it out of your mouth and...
No, I didn't put the wire in my mouth. I put a little bit of ash in my mouth.
Wait,
And as I was doing
it-
so, I noticed a little bit of wire that had been dropped into the ash, and I went,
How can you be sure it was dropped into the ash? What do you sort of mean by that?
well, it wasn't at the bottom of the pile of ash, it was
Okay.
sort of sticking out of the top.
On top.
Okay.
If it was being held by the person who was being burned, right, it would be in their hand, and it would therefore likely be sandwiched in between a couple of layers of ash, right? And it would be much more
severely burned. Assuming it was burned by whatever burned the person. This is, you can see it's on a chart on one end.
That's remarkably lucid investigating from a man who has just been knocked out. Incredible job, Inspector.
Well, I thought about all this before I got hit.
Oh, nice.
If I had to think about it now, I couldn't say. I don't remember.
But your previous thoughts.
My previous thoughts. All good. Anyway, so I thought, alright, this is a small piece of copper wire. What could use a piece of copper wire? And I thought, I know, I research these things. Flame strike. I think someone cast flame strike.
I also think someone cast flame strike on me and it hurt. Quite a bit.
And me as well.
No, you were there too.
Oh.
Well,
I know
on all of us, actually.
Seems I'm a little late to the draw this one. But that's fine. I'll get them next time.
So they're a cleric, or it's on a cleric spell list, I guess.
Maybe. Who's to say?
But
Is there like a
Yeah,
healer or something?
can I do a history check on, like, people around the palace who would have this spell?
Can I do the
Sure.
same but with religion check?
Wait, me as well.
Awesome.
Sure. Go ahead.
But Flame Strike hurts every creature in a 10-foot radius. If
Okay,
the Duke was
15.
right next to the...
But the Duke also
but
got
on
his
10.
head hit on that pillar that was a little further away.
I guess, but Flame Strike doesn't knock people back.
But I think it must have been also fighting.
Well, it could have been knock the Duke away, cast Flame Strike on the Prior.
That's fair.
Is that his title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 13 history.
I got a 15 religion.
He was
16 religion.
So, you... 13, 15, and 16, all trying to figure this out. I mean, there's obviously the Church of Manan, which I've mentioned previously. They've got some beef with the Duke and more so with Baval. They are around, like, it's possible that the High Priestess could have had access to the palace, certainly, or some, like, lower level priest or more could have found their way into the palace, especially last night with everything going on with Invasion Day celebrations. That's always possible. There are other religious groups in the city. They're less major, but there's a temple to a god of fire. There are several other temples to other gods. You're not 100% certain of the specific religious affiliation of Prior Baval before he passed, but you know that he came from some temple. He is not from La Pranza. He came here, like I said, about 12 years ago, and he came from some other temple, so it's possible that some other member of whatever religious order he was originally from could have something to do with this. It's difficult to say. And there's also, like, it's difficult to say, because Flame Strike is like a somewhat high level spell, but it's not like 8th level, 9th level, so it's not like, oh, only like these 4 specific people could ever do this. It's a thing of like, it's hard to say for certain, but those are some of the people.
What do you think about that priestess of Maman?
Mama!
The coffee shop?
Yeah, the coffee
Well,
shop.
High Lord of Brunch.
If people think that she'd make a better religious advisor to the Duke, which, is certainly the kind of word that goes around, maybe.
I mean,
It's possible.
Even if, like, she doesn't have any connection to it, she could know any dallying subservient priests that
We
could have
could
been
probably
around.
talk to her, right?
Yeah.
Can
I would just like to ask some clarifying questions to the Duke about the incident that just happened. So you said you were coming in to take a nap after addressing the public, and the inspector came to find you. And then how did this hooded figure appear in the room?
This hooded figure, it happened very quickly, and I was hardly...
You're certain that the hooded figure was a man?
I think it could have been a woman.
Well, I suppose I don't know for sure. Thank you for calling me out on my implicit biases.
That's what friends are for.
They, them pronouns for the hooded figure before. Before the inspector woke.
Well, I just wanted to know
Well-
if you perhaps had noticed any
Well, that
details
was
that you
not
were
my point.
calling the. If you had noticed any details about the hooded figure, but
They were very shrouded. I was in my bed, and it all sort of happened so fast. There was a rattling at the door.
sure, yes.
I heard it. I went to go open it, and just then it opened, and the inspector was coming in. But also, right as the inspector was coming in, this hooded figure appeared, and then it all happened so fast. This hooded figure was their face was so obscured by their clothing.
Mm-hmm.
They were wearing all black head to toe. I couldn't really make anything out, and
Does this hooded figure appear associated with any of the particular religious groups, or is this a kind of like uniform, or is it just like a random generic cloak?
Just an evil cloak.
it was sort of just an evil cloak. You saw,
Okay, standard issue evil cloak from the rack.
if you are specifically trying to think about it, there was some kind of insignia on it, which you don't recognize it as as the crest of any religious order you specifically seen.
Sure.
But there's a lot of things it could be. It could be some kind of like house crest.
Okay.
It could
It's
be
not
a religious
kind of like
symbol.
infernal thing.
Make it an Arcana check,
Can I also make a
or
history
could
check?
maybe a religion check. Either one.
Okay, great.
Can I also make a history check on the
Sure.
That is an 11.
An 11. Okay.
And then
You don't recognize it as an infernal symbol.
Okay. Even if I can read infernal.
and a 17 for history.
17 for history. How long have you lived in La Pranza?
Probably was like a royal family kid, and then got into
Sure.
necromancy magics in my teens.
I
Classic.
think
Yeah.
with 17, you can't be 100% sure. There's a chance that you're conflating some things in your memory. This might not be the case. But you think you might have seen this symbol. It was like a purple sunburst. You think you may have seen it at some point in the context of like the invasion, that Invasion Day is a celebration of 20 years ago, when there was some kind of, La Pranza was invaded by some sort of mysterious defenders. And now that you're thinking about it, when those mysterious invaders, a lot of them were killed and fought off and everything, but when they were driven away, there were stories that some of them just like vanished into thin air.
Wow. It's Invaders 2. It's more Invaders. I don't know what we did with the first ones. I probably know in character. But the little pin that you were mentioning makes me think of the ones that the Invaders wore in the original
Or
Invasion.
perhaps someone trying to
Yes,
place the blame for these attacks.
that's true. Or some kind of message against the Duke and his place of power as the person who drove back the invaders.
Can we sit the Duke down one more time?
Poor guy.
My best friend.
Does he remember? So he was hit in the head, the inspector says, right? Does he have any memory?
What's
The
the
inspector?
earliest you remember? Not the inspector, the Duke.
No, the inspector said the Duke hit his head.
And the Duke said also, and that also he was rather drunk.
What's the earliest memory you have from yesterday?
From yesterday?
The earliest.
Um,
Even getting ready in the morning.
Yes, I remember preparing in the morning. I remember
He remembers waking up.
it was a
Just making sure because I don't.
it was a big day. We had a lot to celebrate.
What are you up to?
I remember up through early in the party. I was greeting everyone. There were plenty of guests. There were many appearances to make, many toasts to drink.
Yes.
Baval was never one for large celebrations. He retired somewhat early in the night. I remained out here to meet people to celebrate and everything, and that's about as far as I remember.
Alright, so now we know Baval left earlier.
And did you see Baval again before the incident?
I don't remember anything clearly. I suppose I must have. I was when I woke up this morning. Someone it was one of the palace staff had come in to clean and found me unconscious, and then, pile of ash. So I was there, so I must have, I suppose, seen Baval. Or unless I came in after everything had already happened.
Can I do another insight check on this particular
Sure.
beach, or is the last one?
I
Okay.
also have a question.
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check, and I am once again going to make another roll. I will not tell you if this is...
Because just to remind everyone on that last thing about the conflict with the hooded figures and the inspector, I knew he was lying about something, but I wasn't sure what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Could have been knocking out. the inspector,
That's
but
true.
no.
Because that was before I detected his thoughts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been about...
I felt like it was heavily insinuated that it was.
But I think...
Oh, I thought that may have been about a different
We should
thing.
double check.
It's
Okay.
possible.
Double check.
It's possible.
That could be true.
Okay.
Insight.
Okay, that is
Especially
20...
since...
What is 19 plus 3?
22.
22, thank you.
It seems like the Duke does remember more than he's saying.
Yeah.
He would lie to his now new best friend.
I'm sure your charm person has worn off by now.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, so if he's not telling the truth, how do we get him to?
Was there anyone who was with you at all that
No,
night? An
Do you remember
attendant,
partying with anybody?
an attendant, someone of another house who you...
Well, I of course, I spoke to all of the members of the Novum. I spoke to Invesque Droom. She seemed in high spirits. I spoke to, I spoke to your father, Petrucco. He seemed, in foul spirits, but that wasn't surprising.
Naturally.
Is he always?
Is he always?
He's not.
He's not, yeah.
I spoke to Lord Sibili. I don't think we spoke of policy. I think I congratulated him on, I think a nephew was married or something.
Oh, Jake?
I suppose, probably.
How would you know?
He works for them.
I work for House of Blue.
Of course you do.
Rude.
Yes.
Anyways.
Well, I had Baval help me remember those sorts of pleasantries to make with different people, so
Is he rather knowledgeable about all of that stuff?
He's devoted himself throughout his life to study much more than me, and so it's much easier for him to remember details that I might pass by.
So you relied on him more than just in a spiritual advisor capacity.
Well, he was an advisor. He was he helped me with many things. I was not originally a member of aristocratic society. I began in the Navy, and so it was through luck 20 years ago that I was able to make a name for myself and make my way to this position. Baval has always helped me with some of the details that didn't come as naturally to me since he came to
I see.
for me.
Politically minded, then.
I suppose.
Very interesting.
I don't know, but
Would you say he was, rather knowledgeable about matters such as politics in the know, as it were?
I suppose he was able quite often to advise me on what would be important things to say, and remind me certain things I shouldn't say before an event began, and then I did my best to remember those pieces of advice, I suppose. Is this important?
What did he tell you anything specific concerning the politics of Invasion Day? We noticed that the hooded figure had a little insignia that represented the invaders, and we're wondering if this would have any...
I didn't notice anything of that sort on whoever was in my room, but Well, it's been sort of a mystery.
Well, you were in quite a shock, as we know, right? As you told us that it all happened so fast, so we wouldn't expect you to have remembered a detail like that.
Yes.
Well, I don't. I don't. There's so little known about it. Who they were, where they were. There's so many. There are a great many unexplored lands in our world. There's what people smarter than me have always theorized, and I suppose I agree, is that there must be some other kingdom across the sea somewhere that knew about us before we knew about them and decided to arrive with full force. And we're lucky that we were able to stop whatever incursion that was, but I don't know. And Inspector goes, "Right. Very odd. Now, there's just one thing that's a little strange to me about all this. Why use a flame strike?"
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
On the prior, you mean?
Yeah. It's not a very good spell.
What do you mean it's not a very good spell?
I mean...
Like, it wouldn't reduce a person to a pile of ash if they perhaps wanted to.
Well, if it was a weak person, it probably could.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to hedge your bets, might do, I don't know, might do a firewall.
I might
Might do something like a moonbeam. I don't know.
I might send, like, a message to people, which is a cantrip, right? Like, I can just do that. Let me double check, actually.
The message is
But, yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking about what if it is some way to reinstall the Duke's political power as, like, woohoo, Invasion Day guy, and Pryor just, like, faked his own death and ran off. It could be a thing that could happen.
Do I get to talk back once with message?
Yeah,
right?
Message, yes, but let me read you the description
Yes.
of how one casts message.
Okay, awesome.
You point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message.
Okay,
You have to whisper.
I do this. I whisper it. I whisper it over and over, but really quiet.
Sorry, can you repeat the message? I was distracted.
That's not in the spell description.
Wow. I can just cast it again.
Well, no, I just mean...
Yeah. Yeah, like, if it is some way to reinstall the Duke's power as, like, Invasion Day guy, and, like, because the Flame Strike wouldn't reduce the guy to ash if Pryor faked it and then, like, left.
While he's casting message...
trying to fake our death.
Well, one of them was, like,
Sorry, 2 people?
What?
Two?
What? I didn't say anything. Sorry. What? No. What?
While he's casting message to it...
You want to do an insight check on what Vittoria just said? Sure.
I do.
Did you say that out loud? With your...
So that's a 7. Okay, let me roll something.
Just to cover up that message, I was coughing up a hairball.
Vile.
Vile, heinous.
Sorry.
Okay,
Happy.
so, you don't know, but you think that...
God damn it.
Well, since
That would be an awfully rare coincidence.
it would indeed.
Hypothetically.
Do you send that message to Inspector Timmis as well?
Yes.
He wishes that. But there was, that part of Ash was definitely a person. That was definitely a person, Ash. I would
Hold
know.
on, I can't talk to him.
Well, why don't we do a little, like, meeting just
How
us
does
in
he
the
know?
corner?
How
Do you
does
stay over there?
How does he know what people taste like?
Sorry, what exactly? Well, you pointed your finger around and
it's
started
important
whispering
to
a lot.
detect-
Excuse you, I'm choking to death right now. I need some water.
I thought you just do that. You've had people you cough up hairballs.
Do you mind? That's very rude.
Wow, racist.
So,
Not every cat person.
coughs up hairballs.
Not every cat person coughs up air.
Oh, I suppose the hairless ones don't.
Jesus.
Anyway. Because I feel like Inspector Tim was telling us the thing about Flame Strike being weak. And also that he was a really good guy, like he had his aura was great.
Yes,
Yeah.
wait, his aura?
His
Crazy
aura
fantastic.
Yeah.
He's definitely farmed aura before.
Yes.
What is that character like?
Inspector Timus starts mewing.
No, that's Orion's fault!
Yeah. But yes.
Should we leave the room with the Duke to go discuss?
I mean, we could huddle in the corner.
No, I don't want to be a
I don't like it very much.
Let's away from the We just know what's in that room. It's the Duke.
Thank you, Duke. If you could stay
Recuperate.
within the palace in case we have any more questions we'd like to ask you, that would be very helpful.
Yes, I suppose I yes.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
going to take a nap.
Oh, certainly, yes.
Be careful, don't sleep when you're concussed.
Oh, I'll lie down restfully.
Excellent.
Can I ask the inspector if any other people have gone missing lately, or if it wasn't prior?
I mean,
If there was another person who could have been part of that.
big city like this is always some people go missing. It's not a big high profile. It's not a, I don't know. I suppose it's possible, but people could rot pretty fast. It's difficult to say. Smuggling a dead body through the whole of the palace to get it there so you could burn it would be pretty difficult. I don't know.
Are we certain that's what happened, or
Just an idea.
yeah? I mean, he could have incinerated it beforehand and sprinkled it about.
Yeah, that's true.
Would it be
It
worth
was
it?
a distinct pile.
Yeah, and it was geometric. Which
Oh.
was a nice spell.
Or lightning?
Well,
Could be really
yeah.
geometric
I mean-
lightning.
having
That's-
had the inspector outright say it was flame strike, you can go, oh yeah, that's the mark of flame strike would make through the
Yeah.
glass. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could be a person with barely any hit points who got hit by a flame strike.
Someone had a really bad day.
Yeah.
Or
Would it
who
be
was already
Party too
beginning-
hard.
Mm.
Or perhaps
Or who
already
hit their
from a
head on the
struggle.
wall.
Yeah, or they've been hit.
Ooh, that's true.
Would it be worth it if I went to talk to someone from House Sabili?
I mean, are we sure?
I'm
the
still
Duke is
interested in
the
the
Duke,
High
I guess?
Priestess.
Are we?
What do you mean? Are we sure the Duke is the Duke? Are you saying that's not my best friend? Is not
that's
real?
So fair.
Has someone disguised self as the
Yeah,
Duke?
if you were if he had hit his head on the wall, if the pile of ashes is the Duke and that guy's prior. I don't think he'd do that, but that, especially if they had something gay going on, that's a little that would be a little. I mean,
That's prejudice.
We're out of Pride Month. It's
I
prejudice
think
month now.
if two people love each other very much, I don't think one would kill the other and then flame strike him or whatever.
Perhaps they had a
Yeah.
lover's spat of some
So
sort.
that's fair. And there's also the matter of the. I guess flame
Haters
strike
that-
comes through the ceiling anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least in my interpretation.
Okay. So
I don't know if
there's a hole.
I don't know
in
if
the,
Jeremy
the hallway
Crawford would
ceiling.
tell me
Yeah.
that's how it
Sure.
works.
Yeah.
So it's not a person who entered through the ceiling; it was the flame that entered.
Someone could have come through that hole, but the flame definitely made that hole.
What's something only the Duke would know?
Well, yeah. So just to recap from our combo with the Duke, he's not telling us everything he knows about this night. But if anyone has any other ideas on how to coax that information out of him, that's maybe worth
Torture.
it later.
Oh.
Torture's a little insane as a first off the jump go, but if it gets really desperate, maybe. But I think our next steps should be go talk to some people who could have motive for killing the prior.
So not super sure it's a prior faking thing.
Let's keep that in the back of our minds as a possibility, but why don't we, for now, assume it's prior and just talk to people with motives and...
Motive for killing the prior, including you.
What?
Well, who was the other person who faked their death last night?
Sorry, what?
Because they said two people.
There were two people who faked their deaths last night, according
Well,
to you.
no,
I thought that was really hypothetical.
yeah, exactly, thank you.
Two priors.
But before we go, and we can talk about who we'd like to talk to first, But before we go, I'd like to examine the crime scene one more time just to see if there's any clues that we haven't picked up.
I guess I'm
just do one last investigation roll if that's chill.
Sure.
How much do we trust that the Duke will stay in that room?
Like, not super, because he's lying to us,
Yeah.
but I don't think there's any way that we can...
Yeah.
Can I, while you guys go to the crime scene, can I just stay outside the door?
Ooh, sure.
Yeah, that sounds
See if he's doing anything? Cool.
And can I investigate this room for, like, corroboration of the Duke's narrative? Stuff like that?
Sure.
Okay.
Like what?
I want to see, like, where does it look like someone came in? Where are there any secret exits, like knocking on the walls, that sort of shit?
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay, that is a natural 20. Plus
That's a
4.
natural 20 plus 4.
Check that.
Damn.
Isn't it beautiful?
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You don't see... There's like a window, but this is on a level that would be difficult but not impossible to climb to.
Okay.
The window is not currently open. You don't see any other methods of entry besides the door and the window. And it doesn't seem... You don't see any evidence of the window having been forced.
Okay. Cool.
Is the inspector with us?
Yeah, the inspector's with you guys.
Can I make some kind of arcana check to see what this wire's about?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Out of character. Yes.
14 plus 0. 14.
I mean, it's also basically been said, a small piece of copper wire would be the material component for casting Flame Strike.
It is?
Do we know for
It isn't in
Do we
fifth
know
edition.
for sure
It's not in
Flame
5th
Strike?
edition? Wait, hang on.
I think we're pretty positive.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if there's any other spell that uses a small copper wire, like, we're pretty sure it's Flame Strike, but...
Well, that one's on me. It is supposed to be the spell component for Flame Strike.
Okay, cool.
That one was on me.
No worries.
What am I thinking? I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
sometime.
But, okay, so it is the spell component for Flame Strike. Yeah, and just one last look at the crime scene. See if there's anything we've missed before we head out and talk to people who might have motives to kill the prior.
I'm not in this room. I am now outside the Duke's door. Just listening.
Okay, rad! That's, 8.
What are you specifically trying to accomplish?
Just if there was anything that we had overlooked, but I'm sure I'm overlooking it.
In terms of material evidence in the room,
Yeah.
you're not seeing anything else.
I make this check every time I leave my house, and I also get an 8 on it. Once everyone is gone, I would love to cast Alarm on this door, which
The Duke's
is
door?
choose a door, a window, or an area.
To the crime scene? Or
To the Duke's.
to the Duke's
That's a
quarters?
good idea.
Leaves.
Oh, okay, to see if he leaves.
The
Cool.
alarm alerts you whenever a creature touches or enters the warded area, and I'm going to make it a mental alarm. You are alerted by a mental ping if you are within 1 mile of the warded area. So this ping awakens you if you are.
Message is what uses the copper wire.
Oh.
That's where I got my wires crossed. So to speak.
But yeah, I'm going to close the door and alarm it.
Okay. You close the door
Smart.
and alarm it. Alright. Nice.
Do I hear anything while I'm outside the Duke's room? Do I hear, like, the rustling of sheets so he's going to bed? Is he pacing? Is he...
You don't hear anything immediately. You just stand in front of the door?
I'm, like, crouched down beside the door with my cat ears.
You don't hear anything immediately. Eventually you hear footsteps receding from the door to the bed. It sounds like he sits down on the bed.
Okay.
So we're...
Do I know what class, like, the Duke and Prior were?
I mean, the prior, as like a religious figure, presumably a cleric, maybe a paladin. Could be like a celestial warlock, maybe, but that would be odd. The Duke, in his younger days, you're pretty sure was a fighter.
Okay.
But, you know, he's been out of combat for a while now, so you don't know to what extent he's still with it in that way. But, yeah.
Yeah. Could have theoretically pivoted into weird magic.
Like, disguise self as a cantrip.
So
where
are
are we
we...
heading?
Right, so now that we've examined... have we examined everything we want to in the palace, or should we head out and talk to people?
It looks like you want to head out and talk to people.
What gives you that impression?
Quite the
I think
hunger to
talk.
head out and talk to
Well,
people.
I agree. I think that, reputational elements might really be hugely at play here.
Well, yes, plus we also have some idea of who's doing it, as in we've been attacked, so perhaps we should get on who that may be very fast.
Agreed.
Okay.
I think we should try to speak to the High Priestess.
I agree.
I agree.
Sure.
Who are you a paladin of again?
Coffee shops?
The god of brunch!
Paladin of coffee shops? I think I am of Mana,
Sure.
of the largest church.
Oh, so
Yeah.
are you affiliated with her in some way?
I mean, she's kind of like, my boss's boss's boss kind of situation. I'm like pretty new as a formal like sworn paladin. So
Oh, well, congratulations on your oath.
I do adore her
thank you.
croque monsieurs.
Not a joke anyone says that in the Princeton
Hey!
If they come to the Princeton area to see the show.
Partnered with
maybe
my mom.
interact.
Not actually. Hashtag just kidding. Hashtag my memo.
You can say.
So we maybe
Yeah.
interacted on a rare occasion, but like we're not like friends like that. Kind of, But if we were to, maybe it's possible I could have a way with her since we are affiliated with the same.
Have a way with her.
Way?
My god. How
We're
scandalous.
working for the same cause.
Hashtag my way.
Hashtag my
Would it be worth it for me to leverage my connections with House Sabili?
You're not here right now, are you?
Yes, I am! We
Now
left!
we've gone out. Now we've gone out.
left.
But fine, we can talk to them or whatever.
I mean, you don't have to go, because you clearly don't want to for some reason.
No, it's fine. He goes.
Why don't we go talk to your father?
Yeah, let's talk to Daddy. Papa.
I don't think you can call him that.
Papa? Papa?
We can go talk to the patriarch of House Zonga if you really wish.
Is that what you call your father? Patriarch of House
Oh,
Zangara?
that's his title.
What
isn't
about
it?
your mom?
Like
Is
a
that the
raspy
guy from
voice.
Assassins? The dad?
Patriarch.
What?
Is the dad in Assassins?
Like
No, so that's Giuseppe Sangara.
Yeah, is that your
attempted
dad's
to-
name?
No, his name is Petruca.
Oh, awesome.
Which means father in Italian, which I admire deeply.
His name is Father, your last name?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Your grandfather was like, this child will be a father someday.
I would love to meet your father and ask him about his name.
Just his name.
I have nothing else to ask. Does anyone else have anything to ask?
Oh my god. Okay, where do we want to go first? I think the priestess is perhaps a good place to start.
Sounds good.
I agree.
All right.
Okay, well, then let's head off, shall we?
Sure. You all go, and the inspector goes, all right, it's probably a good idea. We'll go to the priestess, see what she has to say, see if we pick up any clues along the way.
Wait, you leave the palace and stuff?
What?
So are we looking for clues on
Like,
Do you have sort of any additional figures who could stay and stand guard of the crime scene?
yeah, is there a royal guard? Are they all hungover?
Yeah, I mean, no one's allowed in or out. It's,
Well, that clearly didn't work now, did it?
Whoa.
well, if it didn't work, what else am I supposed to be doing?
What do you want me to do?
Could we get some, perhaps,
You want me to call it the Ghostbusters?
What, the Ghost Busters? What is that?
Oh,
yeah.
leave the homunculus.
Leave the homunculus.
Leave the homunculus!
Leave the homunculus! Leave the homunculus!
I'm pretty sure I can still control it remotely.
You have Bluetooth with your Pro?
The homunculus is a steel defender. Is the thing that I have.
Oh, sure.
So I can just leave it there.
Sure.
But it can't, I don't have, a telepathic connection with it.
You can't,
I
see
can,
through it or
I can give it orders, but I can't,
Could you
can't
tell it to
communicate with me.
come back?
What
if
is this
anything fishy
ice
happens?
blue thing
Like
you're
by
talking
you.
about?
Did you tell it to trigger the alarm spell?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's smart.
Tell it to trigger the alarm spell if it needs us, or
Yeah, if it goes near that door area.
if the hooded figure.
If they happen to show back up. Yeah.
No, I'm like, if
Yeah.
your homunculus looks after the rest of the palace, but if something bad happens, it can just go over to the
Yeah.
Duke's door area and trigger
And trigger the alarm.
Then
Cool.
I'll give those commands to my huge ass, so.
All right.
Is that his name?
To do that. Yeah, it's
AC,
AC. Cat.
What?
The hacker.
Yeah, Lana or whatever.
Anyways, now we're at the play. Oh, actually,
Well-
can I insight you?
To do what?
Just to learn about how you feel about your father.
Okay.
Don't think that'll be very high DC, but
Roll insight.
that's an 8.
Okay,
Wait, that's hard. That's a 12.
let me roll something. Okay, that's an 11, I think, actually.
No way.
So you can tell he's trying to hide it, but,
Trying to hide what?
He was about to tell you.
I'm literally about to say.
God forbid I escalate for dramatic effect.
Okay, do you have any other dramatics?
No, now I don't.
Okay. But he sort of has a strange relationship with his father because of... It's a strained relationship with his father. House Zangara is known for being magic users, and as far as you know, Vittorio does not possess any innate magical powers.
Is there anything I know as like affiliated with House Sedili, there's gossip where it's like the Zangara kid doesn't even have magic? What a loser. Is there any kind of that stuff that I know that can help contextualize this?
Yeah, you would definitely have heard, like, Pedrugo Zangara is, like, a big figure within, like, the magical landscape of La Pranza. He is, like, trying to revitalize. There's some, like, older magical infrastructure in the city that has been kind of allowed to lay fallow for the past several years, even few decades, some of it. And Pedrugo Zangara has been, like, leading the charge to try to revitalize some of that. There's, like, an old teleportation circle in one of the, like, older buildings in the city, which kind of is no longer functional, but they're like, oh, why don't we, like, get that all dusted off and then we can have a functioning teleportation circle? Why don't we do this? We can do that. That's his thing. And so
Those damn circles again.
That's true. And so he surrounds himself with a lot of, like, magic users, and a lot of the family are magic users. But yeah, it's kind of, it's a little bit getting to the point where, like, people are starting to talk about, like, for a while people talked about, like, oh, you know, Vittorio Zangara, he must be working on something secret. He must have some kind of secret magical project for when he wants to, like, reveal himself to the world magically. And maybe he's gonna, like, blow his dad's achievements out of the water or whatever. But now it's starting to be like, oh, is that it? It's like, it's very sky high.
Yeah.
Alright. So, but you guys are making your way to, where are you guys going first? To
I think the temple, right?
Temple?
For the high
Cool.
priestess.
So yeah, you guys make your way there. There is...
Did we notice anything in the streets as we walked by?
There's definitely a lot of people around. You hear a lot of people gossiping about, like, wow, did you hear, like, guy's
Eavesdrop?
dead?
Okay.
Like, guy's
And
dead.
the angel in America was there.
I heard he got melted with acid. No, I heard he got, like, 8 up in one big bite.
By what?
That's amazing.
By what?
You can't yell that on the street, just keep walking.
Are you stopping this guy having this conversation? You go, by what?
I just want one quick interaction. By what? What did he get eaten by?
Look, keep going, keep walking, Zangara boy.
Like a dragon?
Oh my god, dragons in the palace, how exciting! And continue walking.
We can't take him anywhere.
No.
You continue walking down the street. Eventually you make your way to the palace. Not the palace, the temple. You made your way from the palace to the temple. You make your way to the temple. It's a pretty large temple. It's pretty bustling. With your, Arya, as a member of the temple, you were able to kind of get your way in through the front door. And you tell someone, oh, we're here to talk to High Priestess Invesque. And there were some morning services today, and there are going to be some evening services. But now it's sort of late morning into early afternoon. Mm-hmm. So she is somewhat free. So you wait for a few minutes, and eventually she comes out, and she's flanked with a couple of attendants who are, like, slightly lower ranking priests in the temple. She says to you, yes, what can I help you all? And the Inspector Timmis says, all right, we're here to ask you all about the nasty details of the crime here. Now, what happened last night? She says. And she says, I was at the party. I spoke to the Duke briefly. He was already a few cups in when I spoke to him, and I gather that that was not the end of the night by any means. We didn't have a particularly interesting conversation. I told him that the temple was always available for his use if he decided to become a religious man in a more genuine sense.
What do you mean by more genuine?
Well, come on. He's not a man with a real sort of depth of spiritual character.
Well, what about his right-hand man?
Is that a rebuttal?
I'm just saying, if he's not super spiritual, then
What were your thoughts on him, on the advisor?
I acknowledge the existence of other gods and other churches. That doesn't mean that I think that it is in any way a spiritually wise decision to pursue worship outside of the grace of Manan. We live in a port city. We live adjacent to the sea. Our economy thrives based on fishing and trade. To have a religious life which revolves around something other than the sea when your secular life is impossible to divorce from the sea, I would say is foolish at best.
Have you heard anything about the previous religious affiliation of the advisor?
I don't know. He was some small god, some personal faith, not worship of any great god of something great and elemental like a mountain or fire or anything like that. It was some humanistic god. I don't know what the situation was, but I think that if you want to devote your life to, I don't know, love or to craftsmanship or something like that, that's something that you can do without making it a religion.
Oh.
what did you speak to him about when you spoke to him?
I just said, I said if he wanted to become a truly spiritual man, that the services of the church were always open to him. He said something somewhat rude, I think.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I would not like to repeat it within the church. It was
We can step outside.
something bawdy. I don't know. The man is a sailor, whether or not he's been on a ship in the past 20 years.
I see. So something, you invited him quite gracefully into your church, and he gave a sailor's answer.
Yes, I suppose one would say so.
Unfortunate. Did you happen to talk to the prior at all? I know that he retired quite early, but he was there at the celebration at some point, I presume.
The man is very quiet. I think I may have brushed past him at one point. He may have said, I don't know. He may have spoken some sort of greeting. I don't know. Not anything that made a particularly meaningful or profound impression on me, I'm afraid.
One insight something.
I was also going to ask, what's the church's stance on violence?
The church's stance on violence. I mean, the church is generally, like, philosophically, Manan is a sea god, and they kind of accept that, like, the sea is sometimes rough and choppy and destroys, sometimes placid and kind and gives. And so it's kind of a situation of, like, they neither condone violence in all situations, nor condemn violence in all situations.
Okay.
It's a...
When the time calls for it.
When the time calls for it, not even as a matter of necessity, but as a matter of that is what the tide is at the moment.
Yeah, I think we should. I think I would love to do an insight check, not only on like the truthfulness of what she's saying, but just how it aligns with like the general principles of Manan and also of like the general like public opinion of the city. I guess if that makes sense. Yes, natural 19. That's a 23.
Whoa. 23. I mean, it seems she is not really concealing anything. She's speaking how she feels. This is not opposed to the principles of the church, But I think in terms of a general, more public-facing sense, there is more of a sense of like, oh, like, be good, and like, the sea offers its bounty. But this is more of a like, in private, and also, to some extent, there's an element of ego involved in being like, the literal like, top of this major temple. It's a slightly less charitable outlook on life than one could have, but it's not, incompatible with the church. What did you have anything else you want to do?
That was it. Thank you.
Can I insight her on the whether she's telling the truth on the extent of her interactions with either the Duke or the Prior?
Go for it.
Okay, that is a 13.
It doesn't seem like it.
That she's telling the truth?
No, so it doesn't seem
Really bad.
I also didn't pick up any deception.
It doesn't seem like she's concealing anything. It seems like she really doesn't seem to care very much. And she says, like, I, of course, think it's a shame that such a, what one could perceive as a pillar of our community has passed on, but I unfortunately have...
How did you hear of that?
What do you mean?
What do you know of that?
How did you hear that the Prior died?
I think I might have heard it from everyone in the city.
So you didn't
The
hear
general
it.
commotion.
You didn't hear it any earlier than anyone else.
What, are you asking, did I see it happen? No. Did I do it? No. Is that, are you going to be that guileless? Is that sort of what this is about?
Just covering all my bases here.
Alright.
Look, he is particularly
Guileless.
suspicious of everybody. Guileless, yes. We're just trying to get a better sense of the general picture of what happened. Is there anywhere else anyone you could point us towards who might have a better sense?
A better sense of what? Who killed him?
His affiliations, or his enemies, perhaps.
I don't know. Him? I don't know.
You're claiming it was a suicide? A pile of ash?
I don't know.
Well,
you guys are funny here.
It wouldn't be impossible. What? You said a pile of ash?
Yes.
Yes.
He turned into a pile of ash.
Or what? One could cast a fire spell on himself?
What was the spellcaster, guys?
It was Flame Strike.
He was flame stricken.
Flame Strike.
We suspect after some
that makes
previous
sense.
weekend.
Well, I mean, one could cast Flame Strike on himself. I don't know. Wouldn't be...
I have a
It
wouldn't be a pleasant way to go. I have a...
Well, I was going to say it would be the most intelligent thing to do.
Yeah. I have a question about the functioning of the temple. Do they, act as a hostel or invite far-off travelers in to stay there? Would they have known any comings and goings of any travelers in the city?
Yeah, there's a hostel associated with the temple. There are some travelers are able to stay there. They would know some. I mean, it's not the only place in the city where people could stay, but they might know some of the people coming and going, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask, have you noticed anything recently with a purple starburst or sunburst? Similar to the old Invasion Day insignias?
No, I couldn't say so. No, I don't think so.
Did you see him talk to anyone else after you left?
Did I see him talk to anyone after I left?
Did you
No.
Did you turn around and look at him?
At all?
No, not particularly. I wasn't very hung up on it.
Mm.
Is that all?
Well, then maybe you should talk to your family?
Not my family, my employer.
Your employer, which is a family. Sorry.
Yes. Very fine distinction there.
We'll let you know if you have any further questions. Thank you so much for being so cooperative.
Thank you. Great to
Yes,
talk to
you
you
are.
again.
Yes.
I tossed a silver or two into whatever donation thing they have on the way out.
Yes. The donation's always welcome. You're always welcome to services. Please come anytime you wish.
My thought about the hostel was that if anyone was coming in, if it was actually invaders, there might be people coming into the city who are new, and there might be people who are looking at that. But if we're...
Yes.
Yes.
I guess she also hasn't seen them for their sunburst.
Indeed, but
well,
they
if
might
I'm
be.
invading,
They
I'm
might
not
be.
gonna wear
not
my
like
hiding
invader
them.
clothes.
No, I'm not going to wear my
Invader,
invader
yeah.
clothes, exactly. So we could check at the hostel, but
Yeah. We can also talk with the family or see. I don't know. Like, what are your senses on, like, right now the most suspicious person we've talked to is, like, the Duke, but also we've talked to 2 people.
Yeah, because we've
Yeah.
talked. Also, we've talked to 2 freaking people.
Rank
Yes.
these suspicious people. Number 1, the
The Duke.
Number 2,
This lady who
this
doesn't
lady
know
who
much.
doesn't-
Yeah.
Number 3, the pile of ash.
Suicide, yeah, she did suggest that.
Suicide.
I was surprised that she seemed to imply that.
I mean, yeah. It's also like, okay, she could super freaking kill him, but like then, what is she? She doesn't seem to like the man very
Yeah, she
much
doesn't
either.
care.
Yeah,
she
so
doesn't
it's like,
stand to gain.
yeah, she's. I guess like maybe, but like I think the best outcome for her is like new Duke with who's like more into the church.
Yeah.
And like, as opposed to like, oh, I have to be the number 1 spiritual advisor to this sailor guy, I guess.
Are you saying that in character?
No, sorry, this was Lana. Or whatever.
Sorry. I started going into Columbo voice, which is just being a little too on the nose with my inspirations. No. He was Cockney. Yeah. I gotta make the right face to where I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spectre,
That was
okay?
Harry.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was...
Do you need to... Okay.
No, I can't sneeze anymore. Not after the war.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, well, thank you for your service.
Yeah. Well, anyway. I keep thinking about this. And I keep thinking. It's all strange. It's all very strange. We still don't know who those people were who attacked you all and the Duke. But if we're assuming they're the same people who attacked the Duke and the Prior last time, I'm thinking about it. And I'm thinking, at one point I thought maybe they might have meant to kill the Duke, but killed the Prior by mistake. But I'm thinking about it. The part of ash was right in the centre of the scorch marks from the flame star, which must mean that they were aiming for him. It couldn't have been they were aiming for the Duke and then they got off, they missed and they...
Realistic, it did.
What? So I'm thinking, why use a flame strike as a pre-bad spell?
Unless he's particularly damaged by flames.
What do we know about the fire?
If he was like a necromancy creation.
Because it does fire and radiant damage, right? As we just learned.
If you were weak to fire and radiant damage, would double both of those and probably
And
kill you.
super kill you.
That's true.
Super cute.
That could be.
Kill you.
It seems like there's sort of an end to that sentence.
No, I think that might be a good theory. I'm just trying to think.
You think it's worth it to... Oh, sorry, wrong guy. Do you think it's worth it to talk to more people around here, or shall we return our focus back to...
I think we asked some more people. I'm going to continue thinking about it.
It's worth thinking about, though, if he would be particularly susceptible to radiant and fire damage.
Quiet is how I would describe a homunculus.
Well, you know about homunculi.
Yeah, my homunculi don't speak at all, though. It would be really hard to get someone to mistake one for a man for, what, like 10 years?
Yes, but if he was, I don't know, a fiend or a demon of some sort, that would be particularly impactful.
Why are you whispering
No, that's-
fiend or demon? You
Well,
can say those
a
words.
fiend wouldn't be double damaged by fire. Sorry.
Not fire,
Am
but
I-
by radiant. Yeah. Yeah, so true, yeah.
Well, would that
Well, I
still
will
be
say-
enough to, like, one-shot a fiend or demon or some creature?
Yeah, who knows? Perhaps.
Why?
But let's think on what kind of creatures would be particularly susceptible to a flame strike as we head on to our next people that we're interrogating.
Just for a quick history lesson, why were the invaders invading?
We don't
Unknown.
know, actually, right?
We have no idea.
Who the heck were these guys? We have no idea.
Unknown, yeah.
Unknown. So what's the point of historians? They haven't figured that one out.
Bro, that's a problem in real life as well.
It's very hard to say.
I apologize, historians.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius. Was the Duke 10 feet away from the pile of ash when he was found?
Yeah, he was at least that far away.
And also, if he wasn't particularly susceptible to flame or radiant damage, then it wouldn't do as much damage on him.
True.
Yeah.
And there weren't any evil hoods or capes in the Duke's room, right?
You should have
no,
checked
no,
his
no.
closet.
Not that you saw, no.
Opening the closet to see all evil
Here's
robes.
my Monday evil robe, and my Tuesday evil robe, and my Wednesday evil robe.
Wednesday evil robe in pink.
You know, because it's girly pop.
Alright, look, if I take you guys to House Sabili, you guys have to not embarrass me. Do you understand?
I don't think we can be any more guileless than you are.
You especially, Zangara.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm getting last named. Oh, I'm quaking in my boots.
Alright, pal.
Honestly, I don't think anyone here can tell what gay flirting looks like. Not even a little bit, considering the whole situation.
What situation?
With the
fire and the
advisor
Duke.
and the Duke.
Yeah.
Do we know if they were kissing or not?
I know!
I think perhaps insinuating him as a fiend or demon could be, I don't have the word for it exactly, but a little discriminatory. Certain sexual practices.
I don't have the word for it, but
I know it must
it's
exist
almost
somewhere.
In some world.
Surprise!
Thankfully not ours.
The guy who wakes people from the dead is woke. Big shocker.
Can't do anything these days because of woke necromancers.
So I go around to an alley and I find a door and I. Peter?
Yeah, alright. That's the password.
The password is Peter?
No, I just knew it was Peter. I'm not going to tell you the password.
Oh, well, I assume it's...
No, I just knew Peter lives behind this door.
Certainly.
Peter lets you in. And,
Not Pietro?
That's his
and
cousin.
what is Peter? Who is Peter? Why
Why is Peter?
Why is Peter? Peter can't exist. He's the door guy.
Okay.
He's
So,
watching the door of this place.
so what is this place?
Where
This
are
is-
you taking us, Fausto?
This is we're
This is the club.
we're underneath the club.
Club
This
Sibili.
is a bar that's run by House Sabili, and underneath is a meeting house where general business happens. We're a central location, so underneath is a great place to just meet up and talk to other people. And
Of course you meet in, like, dank, dark basements. Woohoo! I've never been to the club.
dude.
Alright, so you make your way in. You're in this sort of dank,
I have been to the
seedy...
club, but sorry.
less of a club. The club's upstairs. This is more of a
Club.
so I don't know exactly what everyone is meaning here by club. I don't know.
this place right here.
I can assure you it is not the club.
Oh, it's why you do your business.
This is a strictly business establishment.
I see.
Alright, you
Ignore
make your
the
way
bar.
in. It's sort of a seedy establishment. You look in, you see a few members of House Sabili. You've got Jorge working behind the bar. He's cleaning glasses. He nods at you. You're making your way to the special secret meeting room?
Of course, the special secret meeting room.
Oh, is that what
Alright.
you call it? Do they have a little sign next to it? Special secret meeting room?
No.
You go.
I cover the sign. I turn around. I cover the sign.
with a paw.
You walk past the bar, and you come to a little door that says, staff only. And you open it, and there's stairs, and you go down the stairs. And you make your way down, and you find yourself in the next level down. And you find yourself in a small room with the walls painted green. And there is a large, flat metal table at which are sitting a handful of members of House Sibili and a couple of local merchants, and you recognize at least one leader from the local Thieves Guild.
Sorry, am I interrupting something here?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here, Fausto? This is Giovanni Sibili. He's saying, we're doing business. What are you doing here?
Oh, I can come back later if you need.
No, now that you're here, well, you've interrupted my business. Come on in. Talk to me.
Now you interrupted his business.
You've interrupted my business, Fausto.
Get on in there.
Well,
Come over here.
I'm coming over here.
Come over here.
I'm walking over.
Sit on my knee.
Oh!
Why have you done this, Fausto?
Sort of a cat relationship.
This is intimate.
Yeah.
Do you guys mind?
Should we like avert our eye? Is this like a situation?
It's totally non-sexual.
No,
Come
nothing
sit on
about
my knee.
Thank you for clarifying.
He's professional. This is a work
This
relationship.
is like a mafia thing.
This is a mafia thing.
Come sit on my knee.
Of course, in a mafia way.
The mafia?
Why have you come here?
We're, investigating the murder.
Which one?
The one at the palace.
Which one?
That's a great joke. You're so funny. Haha.
Alright.
The flame strike. Have you heard of it? Shut up, Zangara.
The spell?
Boy. The spell. Someone was killed with a flame strike at the palace.
Wow, that sucks.
Doesn't it? It was that Duke's gay best friend.
Oh. Well, best friend is one way of putting it. I would use the word spiritual advisor.
No, that is his official title. That's very correct, actually.
Not one word.
Well, the spiritual advisor was flame-stricken, and we're trying to figure out what's going on there. I've been drafted or something.
Well, that's a shame. Why have you interrupted me?
So I was wondering, what you talked about with him last night?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, the spiritual advisor guy,
Not him, no.
the duck, the Duke.
The Duke.
I have a speech impediment. Don't make fun of me.
So sorry.
Very rude, Zangara boy.
The Duke.
The Duke.
I talked to him about business.
About business?
Yeah, about business.
Alright, great. Did you talk to the other guy?
No,
No?
he's
All
a
right.
loser.
Sorry.
Well, he was a loser.
Might I insight check this fellow?
Go ahead. Make an insight check on me.
Say this.
Please don't say that with your human mouth. That's a 12.
He hasn't told a lie.
Oh.
He hasn't said much of anything, but he has not told a lie.
Well, that's all my questions. Thanks.
Okay.
Fausto, excuse us. We can't hear anything
Are you still
more about-
disappointing your dad?
Sorry.
Sorry, what are
Come
you-
over here. Don't sit on my knee.
I wasn't
Sit on his other knee.
I wasn't planning on
Don't
it,
sit on my
sir.
knee. Don't tell him to sit on my knee, Fausto.
want to
Sorry,
sit on
don't sit on his
I didn't
knee.
want to sit on anyone's knee. My God.
Not even your own father's.
Actually, no.
Isn't this owl funny? I like him.
Why don't you come work for me? We'll ruin all of your father's everything.
What sort of what do you mean?
Like work for me. Like do a job for me.
Wouldn't you like being employed?
Are you employed?
You have that sort of unemployed sort of character about
You're like
you.
a fail son, right?
My unemployed friend.
No, I am not a fail son. Christ.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have made an assumption. Fail child.
No. I'm doing perfectly well. My relationship with my father is fine.
That was too long of a hesitation for if it was true.
Well, what sort of job would you be proposing?
Crime.
Well, yes, I gathered, but do you have any particulars, or do you want me to sign on to just crime?
Well, that would be preferable.
But what do you got? What kind of specialty do you have?
What kind of specialty do I have?
Not magic for sure.
That's true. Good one, Fausto.
Insufferable. Well, I, can...
Can you shapeshift? That'd be good.
Well, no, I can't shapeshift.
Do you know any shapeshifters?
No, I don't know any shapeshifters.
Wow,
Why do you
no?
only need shapeshifters? Why is this the one...
No, I was just saying that would be helpful.
Oh, well, I can't, so...
Is this why you're a failed they?
So, again, not my pronouns, but I'm glad you're being inclusive.
We're very inclusive here.
He almost climbed up a marble column earlier. That was pretty
Wow.
impressive.
Fausto
Well,
can do
not
that
quite.
any day of the week.
Yep.
I'm rather skilled with thieves' tools, and I know thieves can't, and
I think
can't
that's pretty
what?
good.
Okay,
Wow. Thieves can do anything.
I'm sure they can. But yes, I have some particular skills that could be useful to one involved in your business, but do you have any schemes going against my father at the moment that you would need help with?
That's such a suspicious question.
We're thinking about killing him.
Oh.
Oh!
That's not like top of the agenda, but it's something we've thought about.
Oh!
It's in the workshop state.
Yeah.
Wow.
Draft 2, draft 3.
Okay, so you're thinking about killing my father. Very interesting.
Me too. No.
Yeah, I told you I like this owl.
I'll consider it. Perhaps we'll have more talks later. But I just have one quick question. Oh, you said witch murder at the palace. Is there more murders at the palace that we're not aware of?
Well, there's like murders at the palace all the time.
Name 3 murders at the palace. If you're real murders at the palace.
I killed a cook there 11 months ago.
Okay.
I killed that guard on his way home in a bar fight.
That's true. That was a good one.
count as in the palace.
He was walking to the palace home, so.
I don't think that counts.
He was at the palace when I killed him.
Okay.
Anyway, a third one. Let's see. Like the last Duke, like before this one, he definitely killed his wife.
Whoa.
They never proved anything, but he definitely did it. He's dead now.
Oh, my.
Kudos to you. That is 3 murders at the palace.
You're a real murder at the palace, man.
Okay.
Murder at the palace.
But if you're so on top of the crime in the city, has there been any other waves of people coming through? Any particular magic users who have been particularly powerful, that have been a nuisance to your grunts?
First of all, they're not called grunts.
Oh, what do you call
They're
them?
called henchmen.
Goons?
That sounds extremely reductive, and we've moved past that.
So you've moved past henchmen, or you've moved past goons?
Goon.
Oh, I apologize.
You prefer to be called henchmen.
Or woman. Woman can also do the hard work.
Women can also hench, alright,
Well,
fair.
goon is gender neutral.
Yes. Hench them.
Anyone can goon.
Is that all?
No, you literally didn't answer my question.
What was your question?
My question
About
was,
gooning?
my question was, has there been any sort of insurgency of powerful magic users that have been difficult that you've been encountering on the streets?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do you know about any purple sun people?
Purple sun people.
Purple sunburst.
like that insignia on any sort of evil-looking clothes.
Yeah, invader inspired.
Like Entangled.
Yeah, there's some kind of
Fantasy tangle.
there's some kind of like a Church of Deceit
Oh,
somewhere.
somewhere. Can you tell us more about the Church of Deceit?
It's from another place. From I forget what they called it, but there's some continent that officially hasn't been discovered yet.
So sort of how
He taps the side of his nose. I got a lot of I'm well connected with a lot of people.
Oh.
But
you are across,
and you can
across
know-
the continent. Wait. Okay. Do you have ships going over there?
Well, you can know more about that if you come work for us.
Well, give me 1 second.
no.
No, you don't have ships going over there.
No.
Well, then what use are you?
They don't seem great. I've mostly only worked with people who've like individually come here from there,
Okay.
being like, it's not so great. I think I'm gonna get into like crime here. The crime situation there is not great.
The
crime
crime
ecosystem
There's
is
not enough opportunities for
there's not enough opportunities for crime over there, I'm told.
Are any Church of Deceit people, have they come recently, or are there any around who are with connections to the palace or anything?
Not that I recall. Hasn't really been another like influx of them for, well, some of them came in with the invasion. Don't tell anybody I told you that. I'll have to kill you. I've already got people following you around.
Well,
If you say anything about that, I'll have to kill you. Listen, I've got to protect my sort of special knowledge. If it gets, diffused into the world.
Would you have any special knowledge, perhaps, about the special advisor, the religious advisor guy, and his ties to any churches or outside of organizations or anything?
I don't really know about him. It's easy to know about societal things. Personal things, it's just like, did he tell someone? Did they tell me? No? Well, that's a shame. I think he's gay, or was gay, I guess.
Good to know, thank you. Yeah.
We're glad to hear that your opinion.
But can we just get any more about this sort of Church of Deceit? Or do you know if...
They worship deceit.
Oh, well, I guess...
Clearly, Zangara.
They like to lie, apparently.
Wow, who
They
would
like to,
have guessed?
I don't know, they like to, take over and be like, oh, now it's opposite day. But instead of harmless opposites, it's like lying.
Okay.
Whoa!
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
And their emblazoned is like a purple sun, just to double check.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's like a symbol.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Is the inspector here, or is he outside?
Yeah, inspector's here and he goes,
That's interesting.
Awesome. Glad we're on the same
I wish you all could see this face that Andrew is making.
Yeah, this is the face that I got to make in order to do this voice. But
Watch voice.
now I can't help but think
about and Giovanni says, "Why, did you bring a cop in here? What the heck, dude?
No, he's just...
Get out of here!
No,
Hey,
he's
shoot!
not a
Shoot!"
cop. He's just a friend who's into cops.
Like,
Yeah, like...
Sexually and in no other way.
Yeah.
okay.
He's role-playing as a cop, and we'd really like it if he didn't, break his fantasy.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. He's really chill.
Can you believe I got drafted with
He's
these weirdos?
really
I don't know
chill.
about that. How about he snaps his fingers? One of the guys at the table stands up and puts a rag over the inspector's mouth. And he goes,
Aw, come on.
Damn.
That was non-consensual.
well,
He had his
I
hand
do crime. I kill people.
I know, but...
I pull out my recording device. I do crime.
Do you want me to hit him over the head when we get out
I
of here?
think cool about sex.
Wow.
I'll just hit him on the head when we get out of here for good measure.
All right, good job, Fausto.
Thanks, Bob.
Is that all?
Yeah. Can you guys get out so I can talk to him alone now?
Unless you want to kill your father.
Oh yeah, do you want to kill your father or whatever?
Probably later.
We'll revisit this. I think we have more pressing matters at the moment.
I would think to pick Flame Strike. I can't believe you'd pick a cleric to do your assassination for. I'd pick a druid.
Yeah, this was
Why
my
would you...
thought.
Say more about this.
No, Flame Strike is clerics.
Yeah, no, say more about why it's odd that you would pick a cleric.
Flame Strike's not very good. But I guess there's better cleric spells, so that's a weird one to pick. But, with a druid, you got options. You can keep someone in place with all those vines. You can tie someone down while you kill them, stab them, whatever.
I'm
You
saying
do,
it's the guy.
You do Moonbeam. Moonbeam's like Flame Strike, but it does more damage.
Oh, we've heard
when you-
about Moonbeam, yes.
and it's good against shapeshifters.
The cleric Boone knows all about this.
I'm sorry.
good against shapeshifters, you said?
Yeah, you hit a shapeshifter with a moonbeam. They're stuck. They have to be put back into their natural form.
But that's a moonbeam, a spell that did not happen. Unless
We
one happens.
think. Because it disappears after a second.
Do you think if there was a moonbeam, it would make a giant hole in a roof that was very geometric, like a circle?
No, not at all.
No, you don't think so?
It's like it's moonlight.
Do you think if someone were to get, if a tiny weak thing were to get hit with a flame strike, would it reduce into a pile of ash?
Yeah, if it kills you, it'd probably burn you to ash. That makes sense.
What happens if you get killed by a moonbeam?
Could turn you to ash, I guess, maybe.
You have to have a pretty strong.
Should I tell R&D about this?
Maybe, yeah. I think it would probably just, kill you. You just like a corpse on the ground. Just like a guy.
Just like a guy.
Yeah.
In your dealings with
But sometimes you don't want to leave behind a corpse.
in your dealings with shapeshifters, are they particularly weak to any damages? More than any?
Oh, it depends. I mean, there's lots of different types of shapeshifters. Like werewolves are shapeshifters.
Okay,
But there's also, you gotta get a changeling.
Yeah.
You could give some kind of those other were animals, other kinds of lycanthropes.
Okay.
There's dragons can shapeshift. Some dragons, I think, non-evil dragons can shapeshift.
Oh. Fantastic.
I could pull out my monster manual and kind of look through and see which ones can shapeshift.
Well, they're not supposed to know about that one.
Oh, that's true. Hey guys, a bunch of guys stand up with rags, and he goes, we wait on this one.
I have one more question. Do you have any dealings in trading corpses or anything of the sort?
Trading corpses. I mean, sometimes ghoul needs something to eat. Grease some palms and you can get them a corpse. It's not a huge market. Sometimes organ harvesting is good, but usually you want that from a live person. Or a very freshly dead person. I don't know.
Nothing recent to the palace, perhaps, or of any kind?
Did the palace order a corpse?
Yes, just in case. I know I would. You would, yes, for academic study. Yes.
We're an academic.
I can't say so. I don't think so.
Fair enough.
He's on payroll, so if you
Yes.
ever want support, you can just talk to me and I'll get you reports.
Awesome, thank you.
That's true.
Thank you. Yes, my research funds do not cover that much. I feel like we should head back, because Friar's a cleric, right?
We don't know.
Likely. How many clerics do we know?
I'm a cleric.
That's true.
It was you!
Oh, you flamed
Wrap it up, guys! Oh, you got me!
That'd be really good if I took one of you guys aside during character creation. I was like, you did it.
That would be crazy.
And no alarms have gone off, right?
No alarms have gone off yet.
Okay.
So he's still in his room.
Snoozing.
Allegedly.
And my creature's just
Maybe we should go check on it.
Yeah, it's possible we could have teleporters.
Yeah.
What do you all think? My vote is back to the palace, check on it.
Do we have anyone else out here that you want to talk to?
Well, we could talk to my father about why someone would use Flame Strike.
Let's talk to your father.
Sure.
I'm gonna go talk to his
About
dad.
this Church of the Season
Okay.
stuff.
You guys will get on over to House Sangara. You, I assume, get them in. They go, hello, Vittorio. Hello, Vittorio. Hello, Vittorio.
Hi there. Hi, yes. Yes, of course, yes.
Oh, your father's in his study.
Of course he is, naturally.
You eventually make your way to the study. You knock on the door. The door swings open. Nobody has opened it. And you walk in and you see Truco Zangara. He is hovering above the ground. He has 3 different books which are floating in the air in front of him. And the pages are flipping in each one. And he's like,
hell yeah.
he says, hello there, all of you. What has my son gotten into this time?
Oh, I haven't gotten into anything. They've asked me to help with an investigation, if you can believe it.
Okay. Well, what is my son investigating this time?
Well, as you perhaps know, or perhaps not if you've been in here all day looking at your books, the prior was murdered, and I...
Well, that's... Okay, that's a shame.
Well, yes, and I just have a bit of a question for you. It appears he was killed with a flame strike? But that doesn't make very much sense now, does it? It doesn't do a lot of damage. That wouldn't really kill you, would it?
No, I would. If I was a cleric, I would probably use
Moonbeam.
Well, a druid would have Moonbeam. Moonbeam would be great, though. If you really want the death from the heavens kind of effect, that would be it.
Moonbeam, yeah.
Moonbeam!
Well, lots of moonbeam heads in here.
If I was a cleric, I would use...
Time you have access to that kind of magic. At that point, you could use like something like Dawn. Pretty damn good. If you want to do radiant damage, that's probably going to be the more useful half of the flame strike anyway. Or if you just want to use fire, I don't know. If a cleric's going to want to specialize in doing fire damage, it's probably Cleric of Light, something like that. They probably have access to a fireball. That's going to be pretty much better. What was the question?
What is the particular use of Flame Strike? Why would you employ Flame Strike at any particular moment?
Well, if you're not a Cleric of Light, and you specifically wanted to do fire damage, if you really, really wanted to burn something, didn't want to leave a body behind, maybe to prevent resurrection as easily, maybe...
So it's possible he's already dead.
Could be.
I also haven't thought about who fought the Duke.
Could be...
I couldn't quite say. But yeah, it sounds like they really wanted this guy burnt to a crisp.
Where were you last night?
Couldn't even be able to identify him with those dental records. What was that?
Where were you last night?
I was at the party. I made an appearance. I said hello. To the Duke. I said hello to a few people, but I said hello to the Duke.
Did you speak to Prior?
No. Why? Why would I?
Does anyone speak to Prior?
The Duke? Well, nobody now. But,
Wow.
Yeah.
but I don't know, the Duke, maybe some other members of the household. But, he's a pretty quiet guy. Maybe he has like a book club. I don't know. I never have any reason to talk to him. I got there, I made an appearance, I took a bunch of canapes, and I left.
Father, do you know anything about this sort of Church of Deceit that's been running about?
Church of Deceit. Not particularly? What do you mean? Context?
Like the Invaders, the Church of Deceit. Like with the purple sun starburst?
I wasn't very familiar with that. I mean, that may make sense, I suppose.
What do you mean by that might make sense?
Well, a Church of Deceit would presumably produce clerics who were trickery clerics. And from what I've heard, from when I've studied the stories about the invasion, it sounds as though there were trickery clerics that were using their, duplicity thing. Putting themselves in more than one place at once.
Okay.
So that would make sense. I didn't know specifically about a Church of Deceit. I don't know about that. But.
No, that's very helpful considering what we've been through today.
Okay.
Flame Strike is like a 5th level cleric spell.
It's true.
So it's not, you couldn't multi-class into it unless you were really dedicated.
I'm also thinking about how people don't know what church Prior is affiliated with.
Oh,
And how
yes.
no one ever talks to him. I bet
That's true.
he flame stroke, but I just don't know, is he pretending to be the Duke right now?
Potentially, Prior is the Duke right now.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
what
said.
I'm thinking.
Yes, and he invoked duplicity, and he was the one. There was no other person in
Yeah,
there
there
at
was
all,
no
and he
other
was
person.
just him who hit the inspector over the
Yeah.
head. Okay.
This is what I've been working off of, but we would have to prove that he is disguising himself or whatever. But I'm also, or we could just go and confront him.
We could just keep him in a place until the spell wears off.
But if he has it as a cantrip, which he wouldn't unless he was
Oh.
multi-class as a warlock or something. But also the spell might be wearing off right now. We could also check.
Yeah, we can go check.
I think we should go back to the palace.
Sure.
That's funny. Well, you've been incredibly helpful, Father, and also the civilians are trying to kill you.
Well, yeah, of course.
Of course they are, naturally.
Sure.
I just thought I'd let you know so you can put up the wards again. And before we all leave, I just need to do something in my bedroom very quickly. Excuse me.
Make sure you lock the door this time.
It's obvious!
I think they're called henchmen.
He's henching in there.
So Victoria runs into his room and like throws the door closed. And
And then what?
And then
what happens?
you hear the crashing of some things that sound like they're maybe being thrown out the window and crashing onto the ground.
Very violent.
Well, I haven't heard anyone do it like that before.
And I need to get this, and okay. I think we're all set. I think we're good.
Did you wash your hands?
Are you alright? We heard quite a bit of noise.
I am perfectly fine. I am totally fine. I'm great. It's doing really well. We should
I actually feel like a lot of clarity now.
I got it!
I see it all!
So, you guys are making your way back to the palace?
Yeah.
You guys make
Wait,
your
what
way-
did you do in your bedroom?
I was just getting rid of some things I didn't need anymore.
Like what? I would have bought them off you.
I don't think you need, fireworks or a cannon or anything like that.
Why did you have a cannon in your third-story bedroom?
For fireworks to sort of shoot them out of, you know.
Well, why were you shooting fireworks out of your
Well, I wasn't shooting fireworks, I didn't shoot them, now did I? I was very much interrupted by the sort of festivities that were happening.
The already fireworks?
What, I can't have my own personal... Fine.
Did you fail at fireworks?
No, I didn't fail at fireworks! It's rather hard to have your fake death hit very hard and make an impression when someone more important than you has already been incinerated. No!
You were... I never believed it!
Well,
You were gonna fake your death and then do what?
The fireworks
There's
were to
still so
celebrate?
much.
no, the fireworks were the method of fake death. They would find, like a pile of ash. And then guess what? A guy's already a pile of an ash. That just takes your whole thunder away now,
We
doesn't
gotta
it?
catch this guy.
Exactly, we do!
Hey, don't, there's still so much to fake live for.
Well, no, maybe I'll plan the fake death another time, and then I'll run off and be a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
How long do you think it should
You've
be?
already got a life of crime going for you. So
Well, I don't think I really want to do that. I don't really like damp basements very much.
We have other meeting rooms.
what do you think a ship
Ships
is?
are, alas.
Well, there's water, and I can be above
Well,
deck.
where do you think you sleep?
This guy thinks he's
But
gonna
it's
be
not
an
in a
officer.
basement. Well,
It's worse.
with a certain amount of gold I might carry off. Certainly I can buy myself into some sort of position.
Now imagine a basement that sways a little back and forth.
Well, but yes, but the basement stays in one place. The ship goes to many other places. Have you considered?
So it'd be a little too much of a debasement for you.
My God.
The inspector goes, oh my goodness. Where's all that then?
You alright there?
Oh yeah, I've been unconscious this whole
What's
time.
all that?
I was
Right, what's all that then?
I was unconscious this whole time.
Sorry, they don't.
I think I've figured it out.
Alright, give it to
I
us.
think, what if the person we've been thinking is the Duke is actually a Val in disguise,
saying this.
and he killed the Duke, reduced him to ash so we wouldn't know it was the Duke, and then the Baval's taken the Duke's place somehow, disguised himself as him somehow, so that he can be the Duke.
That's genius, Inspector. Why don't we go to the palace and act on this information immediately?
Hey, did you know he tried to fake his own death?
What?
That's not a crime. That's every man's
Yeah,
right.
what, you trying to tattle on me?
That's
You
every
literal
man's
mafia
right
goon?
to fake.
I just wanted to keep you in the loop.
Why, thank you, Inspector.
I faked my own death twice.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, why did you fake your death?
Yeah, I'd learn a thing or two
There
from
could
you.
be a mentorship kind of program.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Let's keep going.
Alright, we head back.
We head back to the palace. We're gonna knock on that guy's door.
Sorry, did you throw a cannon out of the window by yourself?
It was a small cannon.
I pushed it. It clapped.
Full-length window.
Three
And
dead.
that's how Canon Green came to be. And you can see it yourself when you come to the Games Afoot at Theater.
That's true.
Oh, certainly. How many more months do you think before this whole thing settles down?
Oh, at least a year
At
before
least
someone
a
thinks it's
couple.
original, yeah.
God damn.
Alright, so you guys make
Well,
it.
we shouldn't go knock on his door. Like,
Can
what-
someone heal me from my 5 hit points currently?
We shouldn't do anything like long rest before, right?
No, he'll so murder people.
Okay.
He'll so super
But that's
murder
fine
people.
if I have some spell slots.
No.
I'm just kind of worried about our zero spells.
I still have 2.
Okay.
I can't heal anyone.
Okay, I can heal you. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at a first level on you.
Never would I have thought that a severely would help me, so.
Never mind. Now I have to roll, which is the hard part. You're about to get 2 hit points.
Okay.
back.
Whoa.
I feel slightly less singed now.
That's a 6 plus...
Don't you only have 5 missing hit points?
No, I'm at 5 out of 21.
Oh, out of 21, I thought it was 10. I'm
It's
sorry.
a 6 plus my wisdom modifier, so plus 4. 10.
10? I feel rather refreshed.
I am a cleric.
And you don't know anything about this
Ha!
Church of Deceit?
I think he's too busy running around on rooftops or whatever.
It looks very cool.
Alright, are you guys making your way back to the house?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you are outside the door. Are you gonna knock on it? What are you gonna
We
do?
could ambush
I think we
him.
could. I think we should
yeah.
sneak in.
I think we can
So,
ambush him.
I do have minor illusions, so we could illuge, like the Duke saying something, or something that would make him come outside, like, I know what she's
Trick
doing.
the trickster!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I have a little Hamlet moment for this or something, but, I don't know.
A Hamlet? Hamlet what?
Well, you'll see.
Brian, that's so stupid!
I could kill you.
But
You can cut that one.
Does anyone have thoughts on what we should illuge, sound-wise?
I
And
have-
we can lay in wait right next to the
Can we
door.
do the like an illusion of the inspector, like knocking the door, being like, you need a...
We have the real inspector.
There's a
Oh, we don't
window
wanna-
in there. He'll just go out the window. Maybe we
I
should
think-
post you
I like
outside
the
the
idea.
window.
Guys,
so
can
you
you
can-
remind me
illusion.
specifically what you told your Steel Defender to do? Like, what specific
I
instructions
told-
you gave?
I think we set him up in this hallway and told him that if he needs our, like, to keep an eye on everything, and if he sees any more of those hooded figures or needs our help, he should activate the alarm spell.
Sure.
So I guess he's also here now, if we're
Sure.
crouching in this hallway.
I guess should we first try to proceed to try to hear if he's still in there or something? Or
Well, are we at the door? Of the
oh, we're at the door.
palace?
Okay, cool. Oh, at the
Right?
palace or the room?
Are we at the palace door or the Duke's room door?
I think we can decide
guys,
That's true.
I was assuming you were at the Duke's room door.
Oh,
But
okay,
at the
okay,
palace
solid.
door, we can't.
Yeah.
We're not discussing all of this outside of the
Yeah.
Duke's room door.
Maybe it's yeah. We'll discuss it on the way where I can be messaging people. But if it is an illusion of the Duke or something, I feel like he would come out to see what was going on. If it was an illusion of a knock or the inspector, I would fear that he would just go out the window.
Okay. Sure. Then
There
I
is a
think that's
window?
a good idea then. Let's hamlet
Yeah.
him.
There is a window in there.
There is a window.
There is a window in there.
Then fully freaking hamlet him.
Alright.
Like, Duke Ghost outside
Yeah,
the door.
I think it's like his voice saying, because it's also a cantrip, so I think I'll keep it going. But should we decide where we are setting up around the door, or where do people want to be?
What are you casting again?
I was just gonna minor illusion a sound of the Duke saying something like, "Prior,
How could you do this to
how
me?
was that you? I'm not feeling very... Are you in there? In our bed?" But like, if we were perhaps in different ranges of melee arranged around it, depending on where people want to be.
Yeah.
But
I will get into a place where I can prepare an action once the door opens to cast Sacred Flames.
Yeah.
I would love to prepare an attack. Just there. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, to prep to attack once he comes out of the
Me as well. Hold
Rad.
on.
then I'll go, "Prior, I know you were in there. Did you really think I wouldn't recognize you for what you were? Did you think you would get away with this like this? Come out and face me like a man. My soldier days aren't behind me," etc., etc.
That's so good!
From inside the room, you hear.
Oh,
Whoa.
strange. Okay.
Can I get my creature to beat down the door?
Sure.
Are we all in agreement with this?
Sure.
I think we have,
Beautiful.
For the record, I've prepared an ensnaring strike. So we can catch it.
Perfect.
Cool.
or maybe should
That
you have
is
your creature...
a natural 20.
Oh, never
Creature
mind.
ball.
Whoa!
Your creature moves back and then knocks down the door in one strike. The door falls slightly on the legs. There is a woman lying on the ground who has been tied up and gagged.
Who is
Let me see. Since you've worked in the palace, you would recognize this woman as she is one of the cleaning staff. And looking around, you see there's this woman here, and you also see the window is open, and the bed sheets are off the bed, and they've been tied into a rope, which is hanging out the window.
Okay, cool. I will untie this lady, and then we should follow where that goes.
Can I run down the wall? I have a climbing speed.
Wait. What happened?
Yeah.
He knocked me out for a
Who?
while. The Duke. I don't know what he's done, but who are all of you?
We're the
No time.
investigators. We're the investigators. How long ago was this?
It was quite a while ago. He had me tied up in the closet. He knocked me out for a while, but then a little while ago he woke me up and he took me out of the closet and he put me on the ground here. I don't know why. And then he climbed out the window.
So-
I don't know.
When we heard him going into the bed, was that him?
No, but a little bit ago, he took you out of the closet and put you here.
Give me a time. Give me
Like
minutes.
5 minutes ago?
No, longer than that. Maybe an hour or something like that. Something like that.
Okay.
Sweet little owl, could you go outside and fly around to see if you can see where the trail leads in? Like, how long can you fly?
I can fly 50 feet, but I think I have to rest after that. But I could
okay.
do a little stint, a little loop.
Okay. The owl flies up the window. You see there's this rope. It does lead to the ground. It could be climbed out, and there's not really a visible trail. It's hard to see. Could be anywhere.
Is there like a moat around the castle, or is it just like onto the grounds into the city?
It's just kind of onto the ground. There's like a wall, but it wouldn't be impossible to climb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can someone check that closet?
I think we should think about where he would go.
Yeah.
Like, would he want
The dock.
the dock for a getaway? But he wants to be the Duke to do something. Why does he want to be the Duke? My thought is like, maybe he wants to
Are we
like...
sure that the Duke is not the Duke?
We're pretty freaking sure the Duke
Okay.
is not the Duke.
Okay.
Unless we're
I
getting
think
super
if it
dumb
comes
luck.
from word of Inspector. then
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Maybe he would go to the temple to like burn it down or like do something about that since he hated that, since they like hated each other. Like, where do we think he would go? We can also inspect to see if there's any like clues in the room about where he was going.
Can we ask any of the guards if they've seen?
Which direction the Duke went?
Or
Excellent.
people
Okay.
around, because he's really
He's
famous
super
guy.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Hold on here.
The inspector pats at his pockets.
I always forget him. The missus
key?
always tells me I need to...
The skeleton
The
key?
key?
No. My spectacles.
He reaches, he finds an inside pocket,
Was he not freaking gone? Is he just invisible?
puts them on. Why don't one of you take a look through these, eh? And he hands them to you, Victoria, we'll say. You put them on. And looking through them, you see this woman tied up on the ground, appears to be a, featureless, gray,
Oh, awesome.
humanoid, some kind of shapeshifter creature.
Well, anyone got Moonbeam?
Oh!
It's an interesting piece of information there. Come prepared.
Well, thank you, Inspector. That's quite helpful. So she's totally freaking lying,
Then
right?
I go up to her and go, "You're not real."
And she shapeshifts from this woman into, takes on, its true form. And it is this, featureless gray flesh creature. Humanoid, but, no hair, no,
Yeah.
noticeable facial features. Looking like a Voldemort. And it goes,
It was so close.
Ah.
I just had to let you all go looking, and then into the wind. But you just tried to wear your damn glasses.
and,
Prior?
Inspector,
Yeah, I've gone by a few different names. I spent so long. I spent 8 years in this city just waiting to make a place for myself. I spent 12 more years working my way into the Duke's closest circle.
So
I've
are
been
You
here.
faked his own death.
What?
Did you?
No, he super murdered.
Okay,
you super
gotcha.
killed the Duke,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
the
you
You,
Duke
super
Yeah,
freaking
the
killed the
Duke.
Duke. That's his ashes in there.
I finally had my chance
That
to
sucks.
kill him. No one be the wiser. And you freaks had
Wow.
to keep poking your nose into it. You could have left well enough alone. Some kind of assassins wanted to kill a guy with no friends. Nobody was gonna miss him. It could have gone by, and I would have been the Duke.
So you still can if you give us some money.
No! I'm freaking killing him!
No, you just untie me and I'll get you.
and the inspector goes, that wasn't a very good plan to tie yourself up. And
Should we
And-
kill him or turn him in, or what are we thinking?
Yeah, Inspector, what do we do?
I'll, bring him to the authorities, I think.
Aren't you the authorities?
Oh yeah, so I'll
So we've done it.
I'll take it back to the station. Yeah,
Sweet.
you've solved the mystery. Well, I've solved the mystery.
Yeah,
You all helped.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
solved the mystery there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. You all were about to let it go scot-free.
Well, allegedly.
None of you are getting
Well,
deputized again.
But I think also
we
if,
solved it way before you.
oh yeah, but
And then we
Yeah,
went
it was
outside for a
unconscious.
bit, which would have made it worse.
but also I do want to remind you that the thing did tie itself up.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a rather poor plan.
well, if we would have come back and been like, oh, hey.
I just needed you all to leave so that I could, disappear.
Roll out in your bindings.
No, you turned to gas. No, you turned to
Were you not gonna untie me?
Well,
No.
well, maybe. I mean, like,
I
it's a
wasn't.
cleaning lady.
Classism.
I wasn't. I was gonna run straight out the window.
Well, I had a very well-planned first plan, and then I had a couple of hours to improvise the second. So I think I did pretty good.
But
What
did
was your
you?
first plan?
My first plan was killing the Duke.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Killing the Duke and taking his place.
But why didn't you just run away? Oh, because you
I was
had the
good. I was
leader.
trying to take his place, but then
I
all of you
understand.
screwed it up. So I was gonna run away. But now you got me. I know I'm tied up.
Oh.
Oh, well, I suppose.
It was a gamble. I fully admit that. Can you arrest me? I don't want to talk.
I have a couple more questions.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm
We're
mad.
not done making fun of you.
Do you have any tips for faking one's death, perhaps, that you could impart on a young novice?
I mean,
I don't think he did it particularly well.
No, I think
Yeah,
I think
do we
the
really wanna
making
learn
part
from him?
was fine. Yeah, but, experience is experience. Those who can't do, teach.
It's hard to get into the industry.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to any of you.
Okay.
all right.
I'm
Fine.
Okay, be that way.
Be that way.
I want an attorney.
Those don't exist yet.
Oh, do you have to read him his Miranda rights? or
Who's
whatever?
Miranda?
No, that's not. What's that? He doesn't have any rights.
You're so right.
He doesn't have any rights.
Christ!
We're going to take it back to the station. Probably going to behead it. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I couldn't say for sure. That wasn't based on past precedent, but it did just kill the Duke, so I think...
Oh, that
It's not gonna be-
probably does get you
It's not gonna
sued with
be-
the death penalty, huh?
I mean,
Is the actual cleaning lady alright? And it goes, no, I killed her too. And,
Oh!
and the inspector goes, yeah. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can look into whether one can resurrect piles of ash. I mean, I'm not sure, but there must be people.
Probably take a pretty high level.
Yeah, but probably somewhere in the city.
We could talk to...
We got 10 days.
We did gentle repose it,
Yeah, we
and
got
it
10
is
days.
in the bag of
It?
holding.
Yes.
The ashes, the clump of ashes.
The Duke ash.
I'm not it's-ing the Duke.
Maybe it's gonna turn out just fine.
Maybe we should get the cleaning lady.
Everyone
to
laughs
repose
and freeze
too.
frame.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Wow.
So that was the mystery. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed, this story that we just told here, as I mentioned previously, this one shot is inspired by Princeton Summer Theater's production of Ken Ludwig's The Games Afoot, which will be performing through July 19th over the weekends at Theater On Team's Hamilton Murray Theater on Princeton University's campus. Get your tickets at princetonsummertheater.org/tickets and see all the hard work by our great actors, which this one shot was just an appetizer for.
woo!
You can also donate all the time. We rely on wonderful donors that you can be a part of. You could go to princetonsummertheater.org/donate. Any size donation helps. Mel and Elliot, do you guys have anything you want to plug?
Not really. I mean,
Not currently.
Go
Bump
to
into
see
the-
Princeton Summer Theater. We are musical theater writers, and you can find us at Melliot Writes on social media.
Yes, you can
Yes.
find it at Elliot Writes. And go see a local theater production if you're not in Princeton.
Alright, everyone say bye.
Bye!